Welcome into the first episode of the 2025 season. I am your host, Mark, or by Mark, and with us today, of course, my lovely partner, Greg, or Kazam GB.
Hi.
Yeah, we also have Brian, or at Seaweed on a Stick, joining us on the show again. Thanks for being here, Brian.
Hello, happy to be here.
How are you two? It's been a long off season. I have not unplugged, so I'm hoping everybody else has been enjoying plugging back in. How are you two doing?
Tired. Our summer's been incredibly busy.
But good busy.
I'm stoked. Football's back. It's so back. It's back in the best way, and I'm ready for it. Sports are back. The dark area with no sports was too much for me.
Baseball has been going on.
Again, the dark area of no sports.
Damn.
Baseball's been so good this year.
Nah, baseball.
It's not that kind of podcast.
Baseball's over. Roman Anthony got hurt. The baseball season's over.
Yeah, it's over.
Shout out other sports. Yeah, I'm excited to do this. I know we've been doing a few all through the off season, but I'm excited to get into these regular episodes. So we'll jump right in to the quick question of the week. It's a simple one this week. I want everybody, including myself, to name their final three in order of finish for the season.
So I have you finishing first, Mark. I have Corey finishing second, so it'll be you two in the finals, and Bo looking in from the outside at third.
Yeah. I got a little bit of a change up on that for my predictions.
Before you go, Brian, I literally have the same thing as Greg. I'm predicting myself as the winner, which I know is bad juju. I'm going to beat Corey in the finals, and one of us is going to finally fucking take out Bo. I don't even care. Honestly, if Corey's the one that takes out Bo and I lose to Corey, I might be just as happy that Bo didn't win.
The real championship is Bo not winning.
Yes, for sure.
Right.
Thanks, Bo, for creating a world where not winning a championship will feel just as good. He did that. He did that for us.
He did that for us. He is him.
Who cares?
He's gonna die for our sins. He'll lose for our sins.
I do have a bit of a switch up from your guys's. I don't have the same predictions. I'm actually a little bit far away from you guys. I don't just have Corey in the top three.
This will make me so sad, Brian.
I have Anthony winning it all. I have Mark in second, and I do have, this is the same, Bo in third.
You know what I can hear in my head? Anthony going, hey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because we can't do Anthony is wonderful.
And then he's clapping.
Yeah, he's totally clapping. Yeah, 100%.
Well,
If I lose to Anthony in the final, even if he's the one that takes out Bo, I will not be happy. Because then we still only have 2 champions in this fucking league, and that's unacceptable.
see, but I've also bid for you winning this league a couple years now, and I've been wrong every single time. Which
Right,
I
so
think
this is good news.
it could be good news. I could
Okay.
be changing everything here.
So it's been your fault all along.
Yeah. It's the same mentality I have with gambling.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. There's something. Fantasy's going to be crazy as is. Your team should win, but in fantasy, things that should happen.
That's what y'all
Often
motherfuckers
don't
said
happen.
last season, too.
Often don't.
Often don't. But then if I had to go to the next team I think would win, it would be Anthony. We're all wrong anyways.
Yeah,
That'd be
Bo's going to
It's gonna be
win.
Bo. He's
Fuck.
going to find a way.
No way. He won't win again.
He's gonna.
He's gonna trade some linebacker for Xavier Worthy halfway through the season, and then he's gonna make
Looking at you, Ryan.
Ryan. You know, it's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen to us, and you know that's just how it goes. But you know, it's fun to predict some other things.
Yeah, I'd be really sad if Anthony won. He's the only other one that I don't want to win. I mean, besides Ryan, but that's not going to happen.
Who knows?
Ever. No, he'll never win. As long as Anthony's has something to say about it, Ryan will
As
always
long
come in
as-
second place.
As long as Mark's commissioner of this league. I mean, what?
We will disband.
Oh, weird. We took a year
Weird.
off this year.
Weird how Sleeper just disbanded the league right before the final week of the season. Weird how that happened.
Very strange.
Very strange. Sorry, guys. Can't do anything about it.
Actually, fantasy football's done.
Oh, no. I would continue to play. There's nothing I can do about the Sleeper messing up and deleting our league.
Yeah.
Can't do anything
Strange.
about that. Strange.
I definitely will reach out when I have a moment to
be like, yo,
see, Ayo, can we get that back when you get a moment, you know?
Right. But take your time.
Yeah. And because Sleeper's breaking, we'll give the winnings to the whole league, spread it all out, except for Ryan. But, you know.
So what's interesting, though, I'll take a beat here to say why I think Corey does belong in the top 3. I just think that his team is carried by Jamar Chase, and it's incredibly difficult to beat a team that has Jamar Chase on it. So Jamar Chase will carry him all the way to the top 3. I think he's also got another top 10 in Drake London locked in. He just has to solve his running back problem, which I've been trying to do for him. He just refuses to acquiesce.
And that's kind of why I left him out when I was looking at it all.
Yeah.
I left him out because of the running back problem.
Yeah, he does that.
In reality, it's, you know, he's got Jonathan Taylor and Najee Harris right now. Najee only has one good eye. So when that falls apart and Hampton takes over for 90% of the usage and Harris has to go find his other eye, there's no one really to fill in for that spot. Miles Sanders looked awful last night, and so he's probably not going to get a lot going on there. And then after that, it's a bunch of nobodies, really. And then on top of that, he has Kyler Murray, who is so good and terrible all at the same time. And if we're talking about championship vying, like, I can totally see him getting to the first round of the playoffs, and then Kyler Murray has a 3-point game, and Najee lost his eye again and gets 0 points, and it just turns into a mess. So I don't know if Chase can carry all that.
Here's me hoping you're wrong about Kyler, because that means I'm right about Marvin Harrison. So
I hope I'm wrong too. I hope it's a turnaround year, but he is what he has been.
Yes.
Until he changes that and shows us that he can change that.
Fucking Call of Duty. All right. So I just we'll move on from that quick question. Thank you. We are going to just kind of go through a couple of announcement changes, reminders that are going on. Please pay attention to the Discord. I know that it is new. There will be no more announcements, despite Ryan's effort to sabotage me in Sleeper. So I'm not going to make an effort to come after you anymore. If you miss shit, I'm really tired of doing it. I commission a lot of leagues. Don't have time anymore. So I apologize ahead of time for being a bit of an asshole when it comes to that stuff. But I appreciate everybody being involved. So this is the only time I'm really going to scold that. And hopefully I don't have to run after you guys during the season. I don't mind having to do it in the off season, but during the season, I do hope everybody's as plugged in as we always have been. That said, if anybody does need help with Discord, we got a lot of people with experience with it, myself included. And if I don't know how to help you, I'm down to learn how to help you, or I'll just ask Greg, because Greg knows, or Brian knows, or somebody knows. So, and then I have a bunch of people that I'm in another league with, as we've talked about in the past, and they do all sorts of shit with Discord, so I can ask them for help as well. So if you want to do something, you can probably do it in Discord. As you've seen, I've brought in the transactions. We can bring in other things with bots as well. So if you want to do something, you want to see something come in automatically, or a bot that does something, let me know and we can add it to the server. We also moved to League Safe this year. I appreciate everybody doing that. We're doing that for both the leagues that we're all kind of in, because it's just getting a lot for Ryan and I to keep track of. So League Safe is going to make that hella easy for us. So I really do appreciate everybody just kind of being like, yeah, that makes sense. So the only thing that I will say that's going to change about this, that I will also be a bit more strict with, not because I'm in too many leagues and not because I don't trust any of you, but because we experienced here as a league where Alex didn't pay despite trading into future years. And then we were left having to find a new member. Shout out Dan for being willing to pay those dues, because that put him in a different situation than if we were able to say, hey, your year's already paid for, man. Don't worry about it. Alex already covered it. So when you make a trade for future picks, that money for that season is due ASAP. Not tomorrow, now. If you have legit financial concerns with that, I'm not going to prevent you from trading those picks. Talk to myself, talk to Ryan in private. We'll take care of you. Don't worry about it. But I'm not going to be fucking chasing you around. I'm just going to start docking you draft picks. And it's going to start at the bottom of what you have for the next current year, and it's going to work its way up. So if you only have a first round pick, sorry about it. Your first round pick is gone. Pay attention, pay your dues. Thank you. On a more positive note, we do a pick'em, which is how we do a lot of this podcast. So if you want to continue to kind of follow along with the podcast, follow along with the league on the pick'em, go ahead and join. Everybody needs to pay $5 to Ryan. I think we're all set on that. At this stage, it is winner take all at the end of the season. Appreciate everybody jumping in there. My mom joined. So be polite. Actually, don't talk shit. I don't care. Yeah, it's Brian's mom too, so he might want you to be polite.
Be polite to mom.
Yeah, be polite. You can talk shit, but be polite. Polite shit talking.
She might talk shit to you.
Yeah.
Unprovoked.
Yeah. She got Greg real good one year. I forget what she said, though. Do you remember, Greg?
Because she likes to bring out those heaters, yeah.
No, I don't remember.
No. All right. It was a good one. But yeah, she joined. I did put it out there for other people, but it was pretty last minute that we had talked about that. So hopefully years going forward, we can just keep expanding that. I mean, maybe if it gets big enough, we can do first and second place, first, second, third. But as a small pot, $5 buy-in, I think winner take all is more attractive, honestly.
Yeah.
It's also just fun for, especially if it gets big, you can win a couple $100 for a pick'em for paying $5 into it. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Your mom's pretty cool.
She is.
She is.
Damn it. That didn't work.
All right. Anything I'm missing here, you two? Anything you guys want to add or shout out here before we jump into the season preview?
I mean, so I'll say that Discord's definitely going to take some getting used to, but it's definitely way fucking better than Sleeper. I know that it's a pain in the ass, but I promise that it's worth the transition. And then, yeah, I mean, I think that's it.
I think accompanying that, as someone that is more experienced with Discord, if you're listening and you're iffy on the Discord thing, I'd say the biggest problem that Sleeper has always had is that their chat system is incredibly broken. Notifications don't get pushed. It takes a long time to load in messages. The app freezes. It's probably the worst part of the app.
Wonky at best.
Wonky at best. And so the communication on Discord is just a lot more smooth. They've figured out a long time ago. They know what they're doing, and it's just not going to be as tedious to just have a conversation about football when football's happening.
Yeah, the other thing that we can do within Discord, for those that don't know, and maybe I'll just start doing it occasionally if anybody's interested, is during the day, we can hop in a Discord together. If we're watching football or next year during the draft, we can just jump into things. So if you ever want to just chat with people, it is something that you can do. You can DM people in Discord, so it's much more reliable than Sleeper DMing. So I would start using it like that as well. And just kind of encourage you guys to dive into the Discord atmosphere.
I'm going to stream when I'm bad at Rocket League.
You're great at Rocket League. Somebody want to challenge Greg to Rocket League?
I'm going to do mushrooms and play Rocket League again. That was fun.
All right. Well, let's jump into the season preview. I have a couple of resources I want to go through that kind of put some rankings into place. We'll talk about rankings. Also chat about some trades that happened this last month in August. Not a whole lot happened before that. A couple trades here and there through the offseason, but there were like 3 that I want to shout out here for the month of August. So that's kind of what we'll do for the preview. And then we'll jump into the week 1 actual matchup preview, but we'll take a quick break right before that. Any questions, you two?
Nope. I'm ready to get into it.
Cool. Let's start with a couple of trades. So, amazingly, Rob finally got Coker. Adrian finally got the value he was looking for and got a 2nd round pick. And then, much to Brian's chagrin, Coker ended up on the IR.
Yeah. Probably the most tragic news of football I've ever seen.
What happened?
It was something in practice. I didn't see any video about it or anything like that. It just happened in a Thursday practice and then popped up, and all I've really commented on it is that it was like a catastrophic injury to his quad, if I remember correctly. So, sucks. And it sucks even more. I know, with Rob, we're big fans of Coker, and to finally be like, I got him. He's here. I felt it the same way in other redraft stuff. You finally get him, and then that just pops up, and it's tough. It's real tough because it's also one of those tough things for Coker on that team, because there's a lot of guys trying to get opportunity there, and now availability is out the window, and now he's going to have to rely on the fact that they really liked him before getting hurt. And so when he comes back, hopefully his spot is still there, but it's the NFL, so that doesn't always happen.
I think it will be because, who's he competing with for the number 2 spot?
Nobody really good. Xavier Legette, I say, would be his biggest threat. And
isn't he a down the field guy? I don't know how Coker plays, though.
Coker will go downfield.
Okay.
And Legette, they put him in the slot. One of my favorite things about Coker is that he can really go anywhere.
Okay.
But
he's compete. You guys are forgetting Hunter Renfrow.
No.
I think Hunter Renfrow is going to be not a good pick, but I think Hunter Renfrow is going to be somebody that Bryce Young's like, thank you for a veteran presence again. I loved Adam Thielen.
Yeah, team guy. And I feel like if he's a team guy and he's actually doing enough, if he's doing decent, then when Coker comes back, then I'm like, oh, well, we still have to include Renfrow and Legette and Het. And it's like, and then it just gets real crowded.
What the hell are you guys talking about? Hunter Renfrow has been nothing his entire career.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Tell me
Not
when
nothing. In
tell me when
terms or football terms.
Everything. Tell me when he was relevant.
I do not have the logs on me, but I have.
You can look up logs.
I am going to look up logs.
They're on Sleeper.
And I don't think he's ever been anything. I don't think he's been anything amazing.
No, he's been garbage his whole career.
But I don't think he's been garbage.
He's 30 years old. He's garbage. Garbage. I'm not worried about Hunter Renfrow in the slightest. He'll be out of the league maybe by week 12.
I'm maybe not worried about.
He scored 15 points 2 weeks in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Those are week winners.
Oh, damn.
2021? Yeah, 2021, he was decent.
Yeah, okay. So, there was a time where I looked.
Where did he finish?
That's what I'm trying to find. It just gives me the weekly stats on when I'm looking on his profile on Sleeper real quick.
Okay, hold on. Brian, say something real quick.
Say something.
No, chat. We're on a podcast.
Oh.
Don't leave dead air, obviously. But I say decent. He's probably a wide receiver 2 is what I'm going to guess is what he finished as.
Okay, he had one season where he finished very well. He finished number 14 in our league, half PPR. So there you go. One season he's been relevant.
Yeah. He's
4 or 5 seasons ago. when he was 24 years old.
But in an offense right now
25 years
where
old.
it's full of bums other than Jalen Coker,
Including Bryce Young.
maybe not.
Including
We have
Bryce
stuff
Young.
to see. He did improve.
Calling it.
Okay. All right.
Garbage.
Calling it Bryce Young is going to be garbage or
Not
Renfro is going to be garbage?
Both.
Or the whole team? Okay.
Bryce Young will
Both.
Bryce Young will finish in the top 14, but will not crack the top 10. So 10 through 14 finish is possible, and that's only if Tet is actually good, which I do believe he's good.
I do believe he's good. And so I feel like it's going to be Tet. In my ideal world, it was going to be Tet, Jalen Coker, and then Xavier Legette, and then for the time that Renfro was there before he came back after the injury, I figured he would tail in at the end. But
We also have Chuba Hubbard, Rico Dowdle, and Trevor Etienne.
I do like Juba. I don't think the other running backs are really going to do much. Rico will get some work, but it will be mostly Chuba.
they are like
those. That's a decent running back room, like
Yep.
for
Yeah,
the
I like
position
Chuba.
their team's in right now.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, they're definitely the team that I want to watch the most in the first part of the season.
Interesting.
I think it'll be very clear if they aren't going to be anything, but I do really wonder if they're going to continue the momentum that they had from the end of the season last season, and if they worked on it in the offseason, if things started clicking, if Tet is going to be a game changer. I don't know. There's a lot of question marks on the team, and if they came out and were terrible, I'd say, oh, yeah, it's the Panthers. It's all of them, sure. But if they came out and did even decent, I don't know, it'd be something to watch. It'd be interesting. Maybe everyone on the team takes a step up at the same time, just because everyone looks at them as the Panthers. They're trash. They're garbage. We have Hunter Renfro. He's garbage. But
I mean, their owner's pretty bad, but
he is.
a team I'm interested in would be like that, I guess, would be Tennessee. I'm interested to see like what their additions and, the carryover that they have. I'm interested to see how that offense works, to be honest with you.
Yep. It'd be interesting to see if Cam Ward can run it. Everyone hates on my golden child, Will Levis, but I think it'd be interesting to see if Cam Ward has a very similar path. And if he does, I'm rejoicing because it was never Will's fault.
He has one more weapon than Will had.
And a new coach, yeah?
Do they have a new coach?
I think so.
Or was it a new OC?
A new coach this
I
season.
think it's the same coach.
Oh. Huh.
And he had a vendetta against Will Levis.
That's a
everyone
conspiracy,
didn't want to see him succeed, including his head coach.
Hines did. They were all about him. They were like, yes, mayonnaise, more mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. He's going to be a great quarterback.
In the XFL.
Damn.
All right, we'll move on to the next trade that I want to call out. Matt, I was blown away by this fucking trade. But
In a good way.
But reel into the Bill Krosky
Bill Krosky.
hype train. What the fuck? What? What do you guys think about this?
Wasn't
Please.
it for Kyle Pitts?
Yes.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Okay, but like it's one of those where it's like hype train versus hype train. Like Kyle Pitts has already shown us that he can't fucking be what he was as a rookie. And with them, especially now, I think this happened before it happened. I don't remember, but especially with them moving Brian Robinson, all of a sudden Bill has a fucking like a way clearer way to getting access to getting fucking snaps. But yeah, I mean, I agree. It's like an overpay, especially like upside. I'd rather take Kyle Pitts, but also he gets to move Kyle Pitts off his team. He doesn't have to be the guy to decide whether he wants to start Kyle Pitts or not.
I had a lot of reactions when I first saw it because I was really confused, at least on the angle of Rob's participation in this, because he doesn't have a strong running back core. Almost none of us do. And he has traded Ride. And I said almost none. You're holding them all.
Mine's pretty good.
I've been trying the fuck to trade them Nobody wants
Fair.
Nobody wants aging running backs. I mean, let's be honest.
Mm,
And I'm not going to
yeah.
trade Bijan.
I got
No.
Saquon.
There you go.
I'm raising
Anyways.
my eyebrows in a sexy way.
Audibly raising
hot-
eyebrows.
Audibly raises eyebrows. Anyways, Brian, go ahead.
But yeah, at least for Rob's side of it, I really didn't see why he wouldn't just bank on the hype of
Can I
Bill
tell you?
Roski.
Can I tell you why?
He loves Kyle Pitts.
Bill Krosky is a 7th round running back.
So was Tom Brady.
He was a 7th round running back.
Yep.
Okay.
But so even with
Isn't
him
that
being a seventh-
unbelievable?
He did juke the fuck out of Brian Urlacher one time.
Old
that
man
was
on
that
old man
running
crime.
back and him coming
Yeah, for sure.
there.
The
Bill
white man
Krosky
agility.
is a 7th round running back. Okay, so let me ask you a question. If he hits and actually plays well, yes, he could be a league winner this season. I don't think Rob's trying to win a league this season. Not in this league, anyways. He could have like 2 seasons ago. But Kyle Pitts could be useful for the next few years because if Bill Krosky doesn't hit, he's out of the league. He's useless. He's a 7th rounder. He's not going to get a contract. He's not going to get an extension. He's going to get cut. If he does hit, we've seen this game before. Damian Pierce hit, and he's useless. He might
He was
have
pretty
legs
useful
this
for-
season.
What was that trade?
Oh,
He was
for
useful
Greg,
for me
yeah.
to get
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
And
Derrick
Anthony
Henry
has
yes.
regretted that
Yes.
ever since.
Yes. So not totally useless.
The other one that comes to mind is, oh shit, his name just escaped my mind. I want to say he played for the Chargers.
What hits and then gets pushed out of the way?
Yeah,
You're talking about Philip Lindsay?
Philip Lindsay. Yeah, on the Broncos. Yeah,
Yeah.
Philip Lindsay. He shined for a season, 2 seasons, and then got shoved out of the league. It happens, right? So, in my opinion, Rob completely crushed this trade. Matt has made a dramatic mistake on that trade. Even if you buy into Bill, you've got to have reassurances that you're getting something back for Kyle Pitts because Bill might be nothing. So, in my opinion, Matt made a very bad trade. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, it is a dice roll. I feel like across the board. I feel like even buying Kyle Pitts right now, I mean that was a pretty equal value of you're basically trading hype for hype. But with Kyle Pitts, the hype that's all he has and has had for a while now. He hasn't necessarily performed. He has flashes.
Nope. Not since his
Uh,
rookie season.
He's got what was it? Last season he had a couple of like the first few games where everyone was like, "Oh, shit."
Literally the first game.
Was it just the first game?
Yeah,
I remember there was
literally
a
just the
time
first
when
game.
everyone was like, "I finally got it right. I finally got him. I believed." And
What's-
then Kyle Pitts did what Kyle Pitts
Okay.
does. But
So Kyle Pitts next year is an unrestricted free agent.
Yes.
I think that might be the most enticing.
But like, okay, so like what if he's fucking like, what if he's Hunter Henry? You know what I mean? Like, what if he's fucking, I don't know, I can't think of somebody else right now that had
Would
like
you
a
rather
huge year
have
and fell
Hunter
off.
Henry right now?
Will Disley.
Would you?
Mike
Well,
Gesicki.
Hunter, excuse you. Hunter Henry is not Will Disley.
Yeah, you're right.
Would you rather have Hunter Henry or would you rather have Philip Lindsay?
For that one season,
No, right
Philip
now.
Lindsay.
Right now. Because
Hunter
they
Henry.
were playing together. They were playing at the same time. Would you rather have Hunter Henry or Damian Pierce right now?
Damian Pierce.
Why?
I got rid of Damian Pierce.
Yeah.
Damian Pierce.
You think he's
They're
gonna,
they're running out of running backs.
That's
and
true.
He is available.
he's garbage.
currently. And Hunter Henry's going to get drowned in this offense. I feel like.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. I think he's going to
I think-
be a
I
red
think-
zone machine, actually.
I could see that. I think that could be the only place he's at, but I think
Yep.
there's just a lot more
But
to
that's all
use
you
right now
need
in
in
the
it.
Patriots offense.
That's all you need in a tight end, though, is a touchdown. That's all Mark Andrews represents right now. Touchdown potential.
He represents 0 points right now.
And a cutie patootie.
Isaiah Likely is out.
And they'll find a way to not throw to him.
I call a Mark Andrews touchdown this weekend.
One or two.
One.
I've seen some people that are saying he's going to have like a historic game.
Yeah, I mean, he could.
And maybe it is bias because of having to experience the 0 game back-to-backs and just the experience of Mark Andrews. But I just
fucked me hard last year.
Yes, it's almost like the CMC thing
nice.
of like I can't. Oh, it was great.
It was so good.
It's anytime I hear anything positive about it, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to listen to that because I've listened to the positive before, and I've gotten burnt on this specific player, and everyone got burnt on that specific player. Mark Andrews worked out in the end.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
If you were competing to win right now, or in redraft leagues, who finishes higher, Mark Andrews or Travis Kelce?
Travis Kelce.
Why? They're the same exact player. Travis Kelce is only a touchdown.
Because he just got engaged.
Oh.
No, they are very similar. I just feel like the opportunity for Travis Kelce in Kansas City right now this season, if we're talking about finishes, I think is a better opportunity for him than it is for Mark Andrews in the Baltimore offense. Because in the Baltimore offense, you have Derrick Henry, who has been proven to take over a game. Keaton Mitchell, if he can keep his knee on, or his entire leg, I think, was the problem. If he can keep his leg on, then he might also be involved in their whole game plan. And then you have Zay Flowers to include, and then Rashad Bateman, I guess. He is there. He's one of those a little higher than Hunter Renfrow in his best years, but there's actually options. And on top of that is Lamar Jackson, so he could just run away on his own. So there's just so many options. Whereas with the Chiefs right now, it is dwindling. Rashee Rice is obviously out for 3-4 games. 6?
6.
6, yeah. 6 weeks.
6 weeks. So you have
plus a bye week.
He's going to be out, and then bye week, and then it's the almost Ayuk argument of if he's going to come back good, okay, in the system, flowing, is he? And then on top of that, who knows with that, but and then is Xavier Worthy, who we're assuming can step up into a higher role, but that's an assumption. And then the running back room is a disaster. So then you have someone who's all reliable in Travis Kelce there that Pat has a relationship with, and he lost weight and he got engaged. So I don't know. I can see it happening where he ends up in a higher spot. Might not be by far, but
my retort to he just got engaged is dude's got bigger things going on in his life. He's got billions and billions of other things going on outside of the game of football. Billions.
Yeah, but players get a big bump.
And those billions can definitely help cover anybody else planning all that shit for them. You know what I mean?
But he's preoccupied with his boo.
Yeah, but what better way to end off a career of having top 5 tight end year, win another Super Bowl, and get engaged and married to Taylor Swift all in the same year?
There's no way Travis Kelce is a top 5 tight end this year.
No way?
No way. You want to water bet it? No. No way he sniffs 5.
I could see 5.
Then water bet it.
Or I can either see 5 or I can see him tickling 5. I can see him at the 6 or 7.
No, stand behind it. Water bet or no?
I'll stand behind it.
Okay, water bet.
I'll stand behind 5, 6, or 7. Am I able to do that?
No.
Or
top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5 is your call.
Okay, I'm calling top 5.
Okay. Somebody keep track of water bets this season because it ain't going to be me.
I've said water bet probably 7 times and then I forget. I'm writing this one down.
Ryan Sellers, your job as treasurer is to keep track of our gambling, and this is gambling. So you're in charge of keeping track of water bets this year, which means you have to listen to every fucking episode of this shitty podcast.
Right. You better be managing who's projecting water at who. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Come on.
Where's the water, Ryan?
Manage the water. Fuck. All right.
We need a leak safe for the water.
All right. Last trade I want to call out. Brian. I forgot about this trade when I was looking at everything. Gets his potential tight end of the future. And Corey secures some wide receiver depth. Sends Bretton Strange in his second for essentially getting Jerry Jeudy. Because Cole Kmet doesn't really do anything for Corey.
Yeah. This was a trade I was really happy with. I feel like it was pretty fair. I feel like that's kind of the general consensus for it. I've been buying into the Bretton Strange potential.
I didn't realize that he was a second round pick.
Yep, second round pick. When he has had opportunity in the offense behind Engram, it has been good. It's one of those ones where now you are more or less buying into the fact that he is the standalone tight end one on that team. He's young, 24 years old. When he has had the chance to show, it's good. So it's, on a good offense. It's crowded, but you do have a tight end there. He's going to be there, tight end one. And I don't have it off the rip, but I did see a stat talking about how Trevor Lawrence really does favor tight ends in his offense. I think that's even more or less shown by the fact that we all kind of know Evan Ingram succeeded in that offense for a while there. But yeah, with my team having some tight end issues, I want to have as many attempts at hitting. And I think this is a pretty good attempt. And Jerry Jeudy is a good one to send back. It's kind of buying into if he can stay as a wide receiver one right now. He's still young, 26, 27, I believe. And so, yeah, I think it's
Bretton Strange?
No, Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, Jerry Jeudy. Okay.
Jerry Jeudy.
Sorry,
right.
I was doing something else while you were talking. My apologies.
Yep.
I was going to say, he's still like 23.
Bretton Strange is very, very young. Yeah.
No,
almost in a prime spot to be tight end one.
I think that that was a brilliant trade for both sides. Bretton Strange doesn't represent a whole lot for Corey. He's got plenty of tight ends that you're going to start over Bretton Strange unless he really, really hits, which there's a chance of, but it's a dart throw. And if I'm Corey trying to win a championship now, I've got other tight end pieces. Give me the Jerry Jeudy option. He looked really good at the end of the season. They're going to roll with Joe Flacco until one of those rookies prove that they can actually run a team. Or if they start off like 0-4, which is possible. But even still, they're going to hyper-target their favorite receiver, which is going to be one of Jerry Jeudy or David Njoku, most likely.
Yep. And then Cole Kmet he's Cole Kmet. If you ever need a time where, bye week or injury and you need someone to slot in, Cole Kmet slots in. He's still going to be part of that offense.
I don't know. I think maybe the first couple of weeks we see that, but it could be that the rookie ends up just taking that slot and they build the young core up.
I think the problem is that there's too many mouths to feed in Chicago. But I do think Cole Kmet is a touchdown bet every week.
Yeah, I could see it. But also it's tough. That's another offense that it's like we really need to see. We need to see it.
Yeah.
Because there's just question marks at every avenue. With Ben Johnson being there now, and if he can set it up so that Caleb can not get sacked or not feel like he needs to run away 20 yards and then get sacked. But yeah, it's definitely. I think it's a good trade. It's a solid trade
for sure. I think it works for both of you. All right, so we are going to move on. I am going to post my resources that I use for fantasy. I'm going to post those rankings. I won't go through those on the podcast, but what I will go through on the podcast here are our personal rankings. The three of us have listed right now what is the order of strength of these teams to compete this season is how I interpreted it. Did you guys interpret it the same way?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So what I'm going to do here is just kind of run through the average ranking that the three of us had and kind of call out the big differences. I used ChatGPT to get the average rankings. So starting with the bottom, anybody guess?
Ryan.
Yeah. Ryan comes in at number 12, ranked number 12 across the board. Number 11, you guys have a guess?
Dan.
Dan, ranked
love Dan.
We love Dan. Dan, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Yeah, no. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault, Dan. It's not your fault, Dan. Okay. Anybody get that reference? Come on now.
Oh, of course.
Okay, Brian gets it. Greg, do you get that reference?
I don't know.
It is your fault.
It is your fault then. How you like them apples?
Oh.
Oh. Number 10.
Adrian.
Adrian is number 10 across the board.
Yo, Adrian.
All right. Those bottom three were across the board agreed upon. Everybody else is not agreed upon from here. So to give you perspective on the average is Ryan averaged rank 12, Dan averaged rank 11, Adrian ranked 10, and the next person was 8.6, and the true number 8 spot was ranked 8. Rob's team comes in at number 9.
Yeah.
I ranked him 9, so did Greg, and Brian disagreed with us.
Yeah, I pushed Rob one more up. I put myself in rank 9.
Yeah, so Brian comes in at number 8, despite the fact that he ranked himself below that. Matt comes in at true number 7. He was kind of scattered about, but he was, average about that 7 spot. Greg, you had him ranked number 8, which was the lowest out of everybody. You want to explain yourself there?
Brian?
No, Matt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at your rankings for some reason. I'm like,
no, you're okay.
I don't know. So really what it is more than anything is I put Brian over Matt. It wasn't necessarily that I put Matt under Brian. I know that's a silly thing, but I just think that Brian, while depth is a concern for him, I like the clear paths that a lot of his players have to being studs. Like RJ Harvey, JJ McCarthy, obviously Justin Jefferson and JSN are both
Justin Jefferson's not a stud. I would trade him for 2 firsts in a heartbeat.
But then Zach Charbonnet has a clear path for me. And then, Judkins hasn't been suspended or anything yet. They said that they're going to drop the charges.
Have a team yet.
He doesn't have a contract yet. He has a team. He doesn't have a contract.
No.
Right around the corner.
He doesn't have a team. They have the rights to his contract, but he is not an employee of the NFL. He can go back to college if he wants to.
I don't think you can go back to college once you've been drafted. I don't think you can go back to college.
I think you can. You haven't played a professional snap.
Did see something about some technicality on it.
You haven't played a professional snap.
Yeah, if you don't sign anything by a certain date.
And you're still college eligible.
Yep.
You have to be college eligible. You can re-enroll in college and play college again.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well,
weird technicality, which hopefully just won't happen.
Yeah, I don't think it will, but don't say he's employed in the NFL. He's definitely not. They've been saying for weeks that they're going to sign him.
Anyway, I think that it's going to end up being something that people completely forget about by next season. Anthony Richardson being on his bench, obviously, we know that he's not the starter right now, but Daniel Jones isn't fucking good enough to not be like, well, maybe let's give him a shot. You know what I mean? He looks like shit this game, so let's put Anthony Richardson in, and it can't be worse. Well, so I just feel like Brian's team to me has a higher ceiling than Matt's team in terms of the long shots. So that's why I put Matt below him.
Yeah, what's interesting about your point there, about Anthony Richardson, they really could just be pulling what Carolina did with Bryce Young.
Make him feel bad so that he wants to play better?
I don't think it's making feel bad. I think it's doing what you should have fucking done in the first place, which is sit him. Let him
watch.
Learn.
See what a professional looks like.
Yeah, because even though Daniel Jones sucks, he still knows how to fucking run a team. Clearly, he's done it before. So just let him watch. Daniel Jones will Daniel Jones. Even if he lasts the full season, They still don't have to move on from Anthony Richardson if they believe in that talent still long term. But I do think that they're just trying to do what Carolina did and said, hey, man, we fucked up. Not you. We fucked up. Sit down, learn, take a reset, take a load off. So it could work out in the long run. You know, he's very talented, still very young. So yeah, I get your point about Brian. I actually made an offseason bet that Brian was going to make the playoffs. So I do believe in Brian's team. I think it's probably everything's got to go right, which is why I had him ranked at number 8, because I think that's more likely where he kind of fits in until we see everything go right. But definitely see what you're saying, Greg.
Yeah, but if you're ranking teams, you got to rank potential. And to me, Brian's potential is bigger.
Yep.
But Hurts were bigger.
I think where I dropped myself a bit to that argument is that what you had mentioned, probably the worst part about the team, more or less, is the depth. If any of the, if any combo of those starters goes down, it's a sticky spot.
It's very it's very glass cannon, yes.
Yes.
Sure.
And a lot of the team is that like boom or bust. Like they're either gonna hit that potential or they're gonna fizzle.
Yeah.
But like you said, everyone on the team more or less has a pretty straight line to being something.
All right, let's move on to the playoff teams based off of our ranks. So Greg coming in at number 6 for a playoff spot there. Greg was boosted by Greg's rating.
I still got a good team, y'all. The fuck?
He believes in himself.
I don't know if you guys remember.
Listen,
I don't know if you guys remember, but I had 3 top 3 players last year.
Listen, Linda, I had you ranked
2 of the top players.
Listen, Linda, I had you ranked as number 7, and Brian had you ranked as number 6. Brian put you in the playoffs. I had you just missing the playoffs. So we didn't insult you.
I would almost say,
I think that I think that without spilling too much beans, I think Mark might be taking things into context that maybe people shouldn't be taking into context.
I think Matt has a much stronger team than you do. You have more stars on your team, but Matt has a stronger team than you do.
Saquon can pick up anybody in his team. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And see, I would almost say, like, I guess to your benefit, your team is almost like directly like mine, but your starters are far better than mine.
Yeah.
But it is that thing of, and I think why I think what I really like valued into the rating or the ranking was that fact of like a combo of those starters goes down, which starts to fade away.
Which is whether or not the Dolphins actually do something is a big part of your team. And I don't think that the Dolphins are going to do much this year. Sorry. Not sorry. So that's a big part of it, right? Is you've got Tua, Achane, Waddle. You're very much invested in a team that's going to be super volatile, in my opinion. Good against bad teams, bad against good teams. So your team is just going to be really volatile. So in order to make the playoffs, I think you got to get lucky.
Which could.
Sometimes that happens.
I mean, you can stay up. You can stay up all night to get lucky.
That's a Daft Punk reference.
It is a Daft. Thank you.
How do you like them apples?
How you like them apples?
Yeah,
it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Except Dan's. It's not Dan's fault.
It's not Dan's fault. Dan,
sorry, Greg. Go ahead.
1.
No, I mean, I don't know. Like, I get what you're saying, but it's one of those things where I think that like the team is going to be running enough plays that, I think that.
Don't be so dramatic. I put you at 7. Okay.
I had to make him playoffs.
Right.
I put me at 4.
I believe.
Don't be so dramatic, Greg.
I believe.
Number 5 is Coulter. Coulter has had some real bad luck the last couple of seasons, which I assume is why Greg put him at number 6 instead of number.
Yep.
All right. Number 4 was Anthony. I had him ranked number 4, Greg at 5, and Brian, again, no surprise here, had him ranked number 2.
I'm a big believer in Anthony's team.
Insert laugh, clapping. Ha ha!
I put myself.
We need a soundboard.
Yeah, we do need a
just
clip.
had that.
Yeah, we do need a clip of Anthony's laugh.
We can probably get it. We just have to go back to one of the old episodes.
Right. And just clip it.
Right. Basically Anthony's at 5 here just because I had to put myself at 4. So
Gotta do it.
All right. And then I'll just round out here. The top 3 was Corey, Bo, and Mark. We all 3 had myself ranked as number 1, which I was surprised. I figured one of you guys would rank Bo ahead of me.
I don't want to.
We can't. The hand would fall off if we tried. But no, I mean, your team is just fundamentally, and almost like statistically the best.
My only weakness is tight end at this point in time, in my opinion, and depth.
Sure.
But depth is everybody's problem, pretty much.
Right now, you have a Christian McCaffrey weakness.
We don't talk about Christian McCaffrey's weakness.
He said.
I'm just pointing.
He told us all we're overreacting.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
He said, guys, I just didn't go to practice. I'm okay.
Yeah, all of this right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is the Christian McCaffrey weakness.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Thing you have is backup.
Well, I have 2 of his backups. Brian Robinson exists, though.
Yeah, that's true.
The last Infinity Stone.
But according to San Francisco lore, he will also get hurt.
That's
true. Well, he's probably going to get shot again.
Brian Robinson got shot?
Before, you don't remember when Brian Robinson got shot?
No.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember Tank got shot.
Mm-hmm. This was
a few years ago. Yeah. Right in the off season. Like.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I do remember that. But he didn't miss any time.
To many men.
Wasn't it the other Ricky Pearsall or something?
Ricky Pearsall also got shot.
People get shot in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And the guy who previously was shot just got there. So maybe they can go and they can like go out together. And so maybe both of them won't get shot. They can't go together like alone.
What if that doubles the chances of a shootout?
Ooh.
San Francisco's like, if you remove Plaxico Burress, statistically, people involved in shootings are much better afterwards.
Statistically speaking.
I did see a funny post the other day about Ricky and Brian Robinson going out to Many Men together since they both were shot and they're both playing on the same team now. Won't happen, but it would be funny.
Trauma brothers.
Yep.
You want to trauma dump together?
Got shot too.
You got shot too? Girl, same. All right. Anybody else you guys want to call out before we take a quick break here?
No,
I think I
love that. I love that Ryan was at the bottom of the pile. And I know that he's going to be all like, well, that's the plan, guys. Ha, 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 ha. But like, you're still going to be there next year, dog.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what Dan does. Or Adrian.
Dan's winning next year.
Dan's going to win next year. We love it. It's not your fault.
Bet.
It's not your fault, Dan. I'll take that, Dan.
Brian. Ryan, write it down.
Write it down. He said it. All right, guys. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Appreciate you letting us take that quick break. We're going to dive into the week 1 preview, the star of the show. I am so excited. Unfortunately, we tried to get this done ahead of the Eagles game, but life popped up. So we rescheduled, and then life popped up again, and I missed most of the most of the game. Greg missed most of the game. We only really watched highlights this morning, and then after the rain delay, we got home, so we were able to see the most boring part of the game. So we will cover that one, but that's mostly going to be Brian's coverage. But we'll go through all of the different games, and then we'll go through the different fantasy matchups. So we'll dive in. Brian, tell us about the Eagles-Dallas game.
Yeah. So if you watched, there was really only certain highlights.
I heard something happened.
Something did happen, and it happened very fast before the first throw was even thrown. Right at the kickoff, there was an injury. I forget the fella's name, but I think he messed up his ACL or his Achilles.
Damn,
But it was
sucks.
immediate down and out. And then as everyone was kind of sitting around for that,
Was that off the kickoff?
Right off the kickoff.
Damn.
You can see it in the replay. He's running, and then he tries to kind of plant his foot a little bit, and then you can see his leg just pop out, and he immediately falls. And one of those things where, you see it on their face. He knew right away and was very defeated. Very sad to see. But then off to the right from that, there was the scuffle where, Jalen Carter just so happened right with the ref right next to him, spit on Dak Prescott. Come to find out after, this is where Spitgate really comes in, Dak spit first.
No.
Spit in his general direction.
I spit in your general direction.
Because to his account, on his words, I spit. I spit a lot. Maybe that's a bad thing on me, but I spit a lot.
Every football player spits.
Just happened to spit in his general direction.
No. Dak is innocent.
Carter spit on Dak and then got disqualified, which soft call, maybe. I feel like I feel like at the start of the season, you got to allow one spit. If a second spit hits a uniform, then you kick him out.
Brian, when have you ever felt the urge to spit on a human?
Sometimes. And
okay, and
if they spit in my general direction, I said, what the fuck?
He didn't spit in his direction.
We're all alpacas at the end of the day.
I do feel like in the video that I've seen, to me, it very much looks like Dak legit is just kind of spitting on the ground, notices Jalen and kind of does the nod upwards and
I think Jalen says something to him.
Oh, so maybe he's like, "What's that?" Or "Oh yeah," or something like that, and then
I think Jalen Carter probably said something to the effect of "fuck you." Because he just thought somebody spit at him. So he's probably just like, fuck you, motherfucker, or some other word I'm not allowed to say. So I think that's Dak reacting to Jalen being mad. And then they go up face to face. They clearly both say something. And then Dak gets spit on. Dak is innocent.
Dak is innocent. But I also feel like, you can spit. Let the boys spit.
No.
Let the boys spit.
Only spit on somebody you disrespect.
I think he disrespects him.
And that's rude. That's not sportsmanlike. Get out of here.
Yeah. I also just
sportsmanship. Try it.
I like the veteran move from Dak immediately after being spat.
Yeah.
So the ref and just points out, I'm like, this guy.
Serious?
You're gonna let that happen?
But yeah, and then the rest of the game before the rain delay was actually really good, explosive plays left and right. Javonte Williams having a day with Carter out. There was a lot of openings for him to just rush through and surprisingly getting 2 touchdowns and kind of being the highlight of the day. But then, Dak is actually able to move in the pocket now, which is interesting. And then after the rain delay, which took a long time, really the highlight of the game, just CeeDee Lamb not being able to catch the big ball.
The drop was so bad.
Yeah, it was. 3 of them were bad.
Yeah, but that one after the rain delay was not the one where he laid out, because that would have been a remarkable catch.
Right.
Still a drop because CeeDee Lamb should catch that, but
sure,
would have been a remarkable catch. But that one that he literally just in his hands dropped over the middle of the field. Dude, come on now.
Yeah, you have to catch him. And if I said last night when it was happening, I was like, if he caught even 2 of those, a whole different game. Very different game.
I think they win.
Cowboys win. Yeah.
I think they win if he catches that one after the rain delay.
Yeah.
Not to mention the other one that he dropped.
Yeah, any one of them, even just one of them would have changed the game, because a lot of them were in the either 4th down or 3rd and 5, and you just need the one. You just need the first down, and you can build off. Shit, you got Aubrey, you could kick. And it just didn't happen, which is really tough to see because he was beating himself up. But yeah, the Eagles win. Cowboys showed up, which is good. Good sign for the future, I guess. But Still a loss.
Yeah, so let's talk about a little bit of the fantasy impact on the game. Obviously, Jalen Hurts had a huge game, scoring 2 touchdowns. Dak Prescott, because of his teammates, didn't have a great game because they all dropped his passes. So again, bad luck on Coulter's part, but sucks to suck. Don't be a Dallas fan.
That's the real lesson.
Yeah, that's the real lesson. Don't be a Cowboys fan, Coulter.
And Matt.
And Matt, yeah, Matt's a Cowboys fan too. Idiot.
Javonte Williams had a great game.
Javonte Williams had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
he did have a really good game.
Points wise,
he definitely was. It was
Yeah.
surprising how well
I guess he averaged 3.5 yards a carry, so that's fine.
Can he keep it up? I don't
Probably
know.
not.
I think he benefited greatly from Jalen Carter not being there the entire game.
Yeah. And unexpectedly, too.
Right. I think
it's kind of being down to man in soccer.
Yeah. Yeah, and having to have everyone adapt to that. And,
right.
They were allowed to just do what they wanted to do because no one was really ready for that. No one really prepared for Jalen Carter to spit on Dak before the first play.
So yeah, CeeDee Lamb obviously would have had a much bigger game, but he still finished with 14.5 points. Surprisingly, John Dotson out of nowhere with 3 catches, and AJ Brown with 1 target.
Yeah, AJ Brown 1 target is like weird.
I think that is definitely the other the hidden storyline with that game was AJ Brown just being ignored.
Yeah, it's weird.
Jake Ferguson finished with 7.3, but he should have had another touchdown.
8 touchdowns.
He dropped.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah. I meant like he should have had like points wise another like touchdowns worth of points on top of that, but yes. And then that's kind of it, right? Like Saquon had like even though it's 16 points, kind of a underwhelming game.
Yeah, pretty mediocre game for Saquon standards.
Dallas did a surprisingly good job of shutting him down.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
He still had that one catch that we saw, like when it was like a little screen kind of dump off pass in the 4th quarter that Jalen Hurts threw, and like Saquon literally like pulls it in with his left hand, like extends his left arm, pulls it in one-handed, and then does like a juke or a spin move to
switch his balls into his other hand,
and then
he does the stiff arm.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
He's good at football.
He's so good at football.
Here to say.
Like, it's one of those where we only got 16 points, but you watch him and it's like he is, if not the, like, very close to the most talented person on this fucking football field.
If I were a general manager and he were on my team and wanted to play for my team and wanted to give me a discount for him playing for my team, but that was still more money than I personally wanted to spend, I would still probably spend that money to keep him on my team, but I guess I'm not a GM in the NFL, so what do I know?
What do you know?
I bet you in that scenario, your son would also tell you who to draft.
I don't have a son.
Well, and that's right. You're also not the GM, so
Maya.
Different worlds.
Maya. I would trust Maya better than their son. Okay, so we'll move on. So the game that is currently happening as we speak is Kansas City Chargers. Before we jump in, Brian, who did you pick in that game with the spread?
I picked the Eagles.
You did?
I picked the Cowboys, baby.
I picked the Cowboys too.
I picked the Eagles. I kind of figured I had higher hopes, I guess. I didn't think Cowboys were going to face the challenge as well as they did.
I just believe in their offense this year. So it's not so much that I thought that they could hold the Eagles. It's that I think they can score on anybody's defense.
I thought it was the first fucking game of the season. It's a division game. That shit was going to be close.
That's true too. All right. So yeah, jumping into the game that's happening now. The Chargers just had a really big stop. Yeah. You guys want to talk about this? Who wants to jump in first?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Just a quick one here. I think the biggest thing I'm looking at this game is Omarion Hampton. Seeing if he's going to be the real deal.
Yeah.
It's got 4 carries, 22 yards so far.
Yeah, Najee Harris has 1 reception.
Still has both eyes?
Clearly.
I don't know. Maybe he's wearing a visor. I haven't seen it.
But, I mean, just Justin Herbert's thrown a touchdown already. Currently, the Chargers are leading 10-3 with just under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. So
I was, for the record, real upset that everybody voted for the Chiefs to win the division. Yeah,
I think we voted for the Chiefs.
I think they
I think
might have.
so.
I voted for the Broncos.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Chargers are my Super Bowl pick this year to make it, not to win, to make it to the Super Bowl.
Who beats them?
The Lions.
Okay.
Who do you guys have in the Super Bowl this year?
I've really only figured out the Broncos.
You know on the NFC?
I don't know who they would match up to yet. I've been leaning either Broncos to the win or Tampa Bay, but Tampa Bay is a little bit of a iffy one.
They got to
Because
get
of
it out of their
injuries.
division first, dude.
Yeah.
I think I have Baltimore and Washington, or Baltimore and the Eagles, but just like this last year, they have to beat the Commanders to get in. But yeah, I think I have the Commanders in there. I think Baltimore.
We talked about that, and I do think you said Washington.
Yeah, so I think I have either Baltimore or the Bengals, because I also think the Bengals are going to be very good this year. So
their defense is garbage.
As long as it's not the Chiefs or the Eagles,
Yeah,
I'm in.
for real. For real. All right, so yeah, more about this game to look for. I'm curious to see the Chiefs running back situation. Seems to be a pretty even split so far. So we'll see how that kind of progresses. I think that there's the reason why I think that the Chargers are going to look really good this year is because they have, like you said, Brian Hampton, but their receiving core is also really improved. I think Keenan Allen's really underrated. I think he's going to have an impact on the season. But McConkey's obviously a stud. I think QJ still has to be defended, right? Like, so you got to cover the dude downfield, otherwise he's going to burn you. So
he's a touchdown tonight.
Yeah, he's a touchdown tonight. So he's still relevant to the team. So yeah, I think that their team is just so much more improved. And Justin Herbert is slept on as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think I'm as high on Justin Herbert as a lot of people. That's not to say I'm low on Justin Herbert. I just don't think that he doesn't get my fucking jimmies all rustled like he does some other people's. But yeah, I don't know. I think this division in general is going to be really exciting, right? Because I think the Chargers will be good. I agree with you, Brian. It's one of those things where it's like I can't say out loud that I'm rooting for the Broncos, but they're an exciting team, and like I'll pay attention. Plus, like, it benefits my business if I'm aware of what they're doing.
Yay!
And then I don't know. I'm even curious to see what Vegas kind of ends up doing. Right? Like, that's a whole like who knows kind of thing. But like this whole division just could be really exciting to watch. So,
yep, completely agree. Chargers are going to win this game, though.
Yes.
Does Trey Lance get playtime tonight? Do they win by that much?
No.
Who do you have, Brian?
I've got Chargers. I think the Chiefs are done.
Okay.
Cooked. Right, Travis Kelce's going to be a top tight end, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll be the shining star of the season.
Shit.
Everyone's saying, "Oh my God, what a terrible team they were this year!" But that Kelce guy, that young stud,
that up and comer.
Damn, he didn't give him back his number.
I mean, I thought it was really cute that Travis helped his girlfriend, now fiance, promote her new album on his podcast. I thought that
was really nice.
Right. Because of him, she was probably able to
sell a couple more records for sure.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Help an up and coming artist.
Starving artists, you know?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, next matchup, Tampa Bay versus Atlanta. Speaking of the devil here with Tampa getting out of that division. This is going to be an interesting one. It's all going to be coming down to Penix, yeah?
Yeah. Sorry to jump in here, but I'll put my, stamp early. put my stamp early, or my flag. That's what I'm looking for. I'll plant my flag a little early in the season, and we can kind of follow it on the pod as we go through. But Atlanta is an offense I'm really excited about this year. I agree. It all comes down to what Michael Penix looks like, but I just think that, with Bijan, Drake London, Darnell Mooney, if Kyle Pitts can be any fucking thing, then I just think that they're a team that looks really exciting. So I think that what's going to happen Sunday, is going to be that Atlanta's going to come out and shock a lot of people. I think Tampa wins the game, but yeah, I think Atlanta's going to make an impression week 1. I'm pretty excited about it.
Kyle Pitts is going to have his best season.
Okay.
Sure, it could.
That's a thing you said.
Yep.
I mean, it's a pretty low bar.
Ryan, put it down.
What did... Well, no, I didn't make a water bet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bet that. What are you, crazy?
I can edit the audio so that I can make you do a water.
Word. I think the ballers kind of
bit right there. It's just like Kyle Pitts water bet with Ryan.
Yeah.
I think the ballers kind of made the best analogy in that, calling him their whole thing with Charles Clay a few years ago being Mr. Necessary because he just needed to get the ball. So I think that there's an aspect of that. I think that, in order for this offense to work like I want it to, Kyle Pitts will be involved. But, I just think that Bijan Robinson, Drake London, I think they're going to look. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is Bijan, like the mustard.
Bijan.
No, that's Dijon.
Dijon mustard.
No, Dijon.
Dijon. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
Right, that's a different brand. This is Dijon.
Does anybody...
Ryan,
anyway,
the tie.
On the other side, I'm excited for Bucky Irving because, like I said last year, I think that he's going to end up being the steal of that draft. So,
Bucky is going to be so good. I'm so excited to watch him play, which I guess leads into my pick here for this one. I've got Tampa Bay winning.
Yeah,
I do agree, though. I do think Atlanta will show out. I really hope they do because I feel like it can happen. And it would be nice to actually see the players on that team that are really good and really exciting to watch actually have someone that can a quarterback that can work with them. And I do think they will show out. I do think Tampa will win, but I just think Tampa is a little bit more of an established team that can pull out a win in something that is probably and hopefully going to be kind of a little bit of a grunge match.
And like Ryan said, Baker Mayfield is obviously the greatest quarterback to ever grace us with his presence. Obviously. I'm excited to see what Emeka can do. Yeah, he and I are on first name basis.
Wow.
So,
is that because you're afraid to say his last name?
No, Egbuka.
Egbuka?
It's a fun name to say, Egbuka. But I'm excited to see what Emeka can do. I was stoked to get him in our draft. So I'm pretty excited to be able to play him. I'm not going to week 1. I want to see it first. But then I'm pretty excited to be able to slot him into my lineup.
Yeah, that's going to be, it's almost, I mean, I guess it's the story for all of the rookies is you want to see how it's going to look and how they're going to get used and if the hype's real.
For sure.
Does Mike Evans continue his streak this season, boys?
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
Why not?
I agree.
Yeah. It's a low bar now.
Overthrew him
with the extra game.
Justin Herbert's washed.
Oh, no.
Washed.
He overthrew Ladd.
All right. Next game, I mean, I would say that Ladd underran it.
We don't say that.
Run faster and be taller.
Just be taller.
Just be taller. Don't be so short. 5'11" motherfucker. Short ass. All right. Next game is Cincy versus Cleveland. An interesting one. It's in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it matters. I think the Bengals, I've got the Bengals winning this. I think they can come out of it and win pretty convincingly.
What's the spread? Do you guys have the pick'ems up?
6.
You
You think it could cover?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I have the I picked them to cover too.
I think it's almost like the argument I had previously a bit ago with like Carolina ending their season pretty positively, and I think they can carry that momentum. I think Cleveland is just such a mess, even with it being in an okay spot right now, and I mean okay, just straight up okay. I think they have a lot to work on, and I think the Bengals are going to expose a lot of that. I think quarterback work is going to be one of the biggest things that's going to be exposed a bit. And just all around team togetherness. I think they're going to have to, I can see maybe them starting to catch some fire, maybe like week 3, but I don't see them winning this game.
No, I don't think they will win, but I do think it's going to be more competitive than you guys are making it out. I did pick the Bengals, and I do think they'll cover the spread, but I think it's going to be like a touchdown difference.
So you think they just cover the 6 points?
Yeah, like 7 to 10 points is what I expect this game to finalize.
And do you think that's purely just because the Bengals defense is sweet cheese?
Garbage.
Yeah.
And Joe Flacco is a veteran that can take advantage of that.
Sure.
Yeah, I think though that sorry. You said Joe Flacco and my brain heard Joe Burrow. I was like, nope, wrong team.
Joe Burrow can also take advantage of that.
Right. I agree though. Like I think that Joe Flacco's gonna, be capable of doing something against the Cincinnati defense. But I just think that the Cincinnati defense is high powered enough that as long as nothing goes tragically wrong or catastrophically wrong, then they'll just simply run away with it points wise. I give it I'm calling this like a 2 touchdowns and a field goal. So
wow.
I can agree with that, and I feel like, I guess the way I envision it is like towards the end of the game when Bengals have to lead, I feel like Browns will just start making so many mistakes that, they just start pulling away with the score.
Self-implode and all that.
Yep.
I mean, they are the Browns.
They are the Browns.
Well, they don't have a running back. You know what I mean? They have Jerome Ford.
Excuse you. Jerome Ford is good.
Okay.
Great.
No, just good.
He's going to do great as my starting running back.
He'll probably just do pretty well.
He's going to do great.
I bet you if you were able to just solidify like the jet sweep like yards, I bet you those will be higher than what Jerome Ford gets in terms of rushing yards.
I'll water bet that.
Oh.
There's no way we can figure that out.
Jerome Ford finishes over under 50 yards. I say over.
I say over 50, under 60. Meet me at 60.
Nope, 50.
No, 60. Meet me at 60.
50, don't be a bitch, dude.
Do 55 and I'll take the under.
No.
Then I'm not going to do it.
Okay, chicken.
No water. I'm parched.
Chicken.
I love chicken.
Well, now you have to do it. He called you a chicken.
Mm-hmm. I triple dog dare you.
We only have 2 dogs. You can't do that.
Whale is kind of a dog. If she could bark, she absolutely would if it got her food faster.
She wants to.
On the other side, Chase Brown's great. Gonna get work. Jamar Chase. Ever heard of him?
He's also good at football.
Also pretty good at football. Anybody wants Mike Gesicki? He is available. Can be had for a very low fee.
I was about to say, I don't know if anyone's going to buy that.
I really just don't want him. No, I want more than Fab.
Yeah.
You can entice me with Fab. You can give me a bad pick and give me a few Fab dollars. That might work.
Yeah. Tough spot.
I don't understand. You sat here and said Cole Kmet. We sat here and talked about Hunter Henry. You don't think Mike Gesicki can finish in the top 15 tight ends with Joe Burrow throwing the ball?
Coming into the season with some injury and Noah Fant being there now throws a little bit of question.
It is a blocking tight end, first and foremost. Second of all, Greg called it correctly last year, and he finishes at tight end number 14.
I'll agree there. Greg did call. That was the greatest thing, seeing that happen.
So like,
Hearing Greg's calling it.
I don't understand why people are so down on a receiving option for Mike Gesicki. Or for Joe Burrow, I mean. It's wild. Anyways, he's available. T. Higgins, hopefully he can stay healthy. Actually, he's on Bo's team. Never mind. Hopefully he gets hurt. Sorry, T.
I have him in other leagues, so.
Well, am I in that league?
Yeah.
Hope he gets hurt then.
You're in every league I'm in.
Well, then I hope he gets hurt. Because I have 0 shares of him. Yeah.
Wishing hurt.
Just for
do either of the rookie quarterbacks for Cleveland make an appearance this game?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I think that we see Dylan Gabriel if Cincinnati goes up by enough in the first half.
Nope.
You know what we do see? This is what I think we see. We see the camera cutting to the backups a lot by the second half when they're down 14. And commentators are like, now here's a guy that can come into the game and turn this around, and they cut to Dylan Gabriel. And then they say, what about the other guy? And then they'll
cut to Shedeur. And then they'll cut to Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah. Lots of cuts to the backups. Mm-hmm. With helmets on them. Oh, he's got the helmet on.
And then Joe Flacco throw a 60-yard touchdown to Jerry Jeudy over the top.
Yep. I think we just figured it out.
Yep. Okay. Who you got? Cincy. We already talked about that.
Yep.
Moving on. Miami versus Indy. Greg, take it away.
I think that this is a great matchup for Miami for week 1. I think that they're going to come out. They're going to try and start fast because they're Miami and that's what they do. I'm going to call Achane. I'm going to call Ollie Gordon, and I'm actually going to call, even though I fucking don't have him, I'm going to call, let's get a Westbrook and Kine huge touchdown. Tyreek Hill doesn't get one.
I bet she has a kid by the end of the game.
Oh,
right. I was going to say, I think that this year is the year that Tyreek Hill is completely removed from being an elite wide receiver in anybody's mind.
Good. He's on Bo's team. I love to hear it.
I know that that's kind of detrimental to what they need. Fucking Miami needs them to do. But yeah, I think that we only have one tight end right now, so that's not great.
You don't have any tight ends.
We have one, but
no, you don't.
We have Julian Hill. He's an actual tight end in the NFL.
Barely.
But yes, I think that, so to me, I'm picking Miami. The spread on this is Miami has to keep it within 1, and I think Miami wins it by a field goal. So,
yeah, I also picked Miami. I think they can win in that fashion. I feel like it's going to be
I think Jonathan Taylor is going to have a huge game.
Yeah, I agree. Jonathan Taylor is going to score 2 touchdowns. Put it on the board.
I think it's going to be very back and forth. And then, yeah, it'll end up being one of those, the game's decided on a field goal. And I think Miami would come out of it. So
my big long shot, what I hope happens. And so what do they say? I'll speak it into existence.
Manifest.
Yeah, that manifestation. Jalen Phillips walks away with 2 sacks and a forced fumble for my boy coming off his second season-ending injury. Let's go.
Okay, put that one on the board too, Greg.
Oh.
Oh.
We're being accountable.
Being accountable. I'm going to start a spreadsheet.
Hell yeah, let's do it. 2 sacks.
Okay. I think Indy's going to win.
Do you think that Anthony Richardson makes an appearance this game?
No.
Okay. Neither does Sleeper, apparently.
Yeah, Sleeper doesn't even think they have a backup quarterback.
The camera cuts to Anthony Richardson.
He's taking a nap because he's tired.
Brian, over under on the camera cuts to backup quarterbacks week 1 this season over last season up 20%. Over under.
But we can't pick that. Give him a number.
Either way,
that data.
Either way, data, no data, I'm going to say there's going to be an uptick
An uptick. There we go.
A
That's
sharp
perfect.
uptick.
Noticeable.
Cuts to backups.
Why are we even watching the game? Let's just go to the backup.
Yeah, the
Holding
NFL
a
has become
clipboard.
so volatile with quarterbacks,
Yeah.
especially ones that aren't like established even in the slightest.
Quarterbacks and head coaches.
Yes, yeah, it's insane. Kyler Murray is lucky that, honestly, he's lucky he got the injury because that's given him grace. Because he seemingly gets like a way with some of his bad play. But it's like some of these quarterbacks, and it's even the defense for like Anthony Richardson, it's like they'll make these, mistakes, and it's like, and they'll get drilled and fire him, send him away. Why do we even give him a chance? And it's like,
He's still a baby.
They're still figuring it out. Like, oh my goodness, like they just started.
Can you believe this? Can you believe this unpolished prospect looks like an unpolished prospect? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean,
and then even with some of the
let's
other
be
guys, like
honest.
Joe Flacco is going to be, hey, that he missed a throw. Like, let's cut to Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanderson next to each other. Like, when do we bring them in?
if you don't win a Super Bowl within your first 4 years of your career, bum. Get out.
Even
So Lamar's a bum.
Stroud was starting to get some like heavy doubt, and he had one season bad, I guess. Like,
I mean, it really wasn't his fault. They lost everybody on their offense.
yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't a bad season, but I watch these talk shows and all that, and it's like the conversation is like, so
Is that The View?
At this point, Good Morning Football is basically The View. They just talk about it as if like, yeah, he's done, move on to the next. As if Archie Manning's gonna come into the league and be a fucking superstar.
He's going to win a Super Bowl
Yeah, sure is.
within the first 4 years, I bet.
CFL.
What are you doing? Oh no, they didn't. Never mind.
If I could bet that right now, I would.
No.
Oh no way! No way!
What?
That was
You can bet that right now, can't you? That's what he's celebrating.
hell yeah! Fuck him! Fuck that dude. Never mind. Fuck this shit. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Well, now you
Fuck
got to
him.
listen.
Yeah, what's
So-
going on?
So, Kansas City just threw the ball to what looked like an out route to the sideline to try and end the clock so they could kick a field goal or take a shot at the end zone right before halftime. And they continued the clock. They said he got tackled in bounds, and they were able to get they were able to get their offense off the field and their kicking team on the field in like legitimately like 4 seconds. And then they kicked the field goal. But
And
fuck
you were
him. You know what I
cheering
mean?
for the Chiefs.
No, it was just like a really exciting sequence of events. I couldn't believe they actually got it off. Like it was one of those where they
not
literally
exciting.
typed it at one.
My reaction is bullshit. They got it off. Run the tape.
They did.
What the fuck, refs?
Well, then you remember it's Harrison Butker and fuck him. You know what I mean? Like fuck
and
that
yet
dude.
Greg's over here cheering for the Chiefs and a homophobe.
Someone spit.
It's like I'm cheering for Bo.
Yeah.
Is Bo a chief and a homophobe?
No, but it's the same idea in terms of like they just win all the time. They're the like reigning empire currently. So
What if Bo is a homophobe?
If he wins one more
he's not.
championship,
Don't do that.
Just kidding.
I would say
If
don't
he
do
wins
that.
one more championship, I'm gonna declare him a homophobe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove his ally card from his pocket.
He's only winning so that the two gays in the league won't
Right.
win.
It becomes a hate crime at some point.
the Joey Bosa of the league.
Well,
Whoa.
yeah, Bo. If you
I'd rather
like
be
the
a chief
gays,
than
you'll
Joey
lose.
Bosa.
Yeah, one more championship, and we're gonna equate you to every horrible person.
Mhm. Just wait.
So anyway,
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 you picked Miami, right? That's what you said?
Miami.
Yep.
okay.
All right. So
Next
next
matchup.
game, Carolina at Jacksonville. The spread is 3.5. Carolina is given the points.
Oh yeah,
So
we used to do that. That's right. Thanks, Greg.
This is a game that I think is something that so Brian already mentioned he's interested in. This is a game that I will be curious to keep an eye on from a distance, but not have on the TV because I'm not actually that interested.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I mean, there's a lot of players that you're like, maybe.
Oh.
But also,
I'm not gonna dedicate my time to it.
it's like that one meme where she's like, "No, well, maybe,
Huh?
Maybe.
no."
So yeah, it's one of those things where like it's pretty known because, I talk on a microphone every week for this league, but I don't like Trevor Lawrence all that much. So cool. Bryce Young, I am interested in. I'm somebody that's more on the optimistic side for Bryce Young. I'm not as optimistic as some, it seems. And then the fucking man, I said ETN earlier, and it's definitely his brother that just got drafted because I forgot.
Correctly.
I said Trevor Etienne.
Yeah, you said Trevor.
Yep. Oh, okay. I thought I might have said Travis.
No, I corrected you.
But like Jacksonville's
honestly,
running back room is such a mess.
Yes.
Like, what's going to happen?
All of them are going to get work.
It feels like whoever the newest running back is in Jacksonville is the one that everybody's most excited about. Like last year it was Tank Bigsby, and then now they brought in this, Tootin, and everybody's so fucking hyped on Bashal Tootin that like it's like, why? Because they're just going to do the same thing. They're like, give the new guy the ball.
It's just going to be a revolving door of running backs, and it's going to be so. I've successfully avoided every single one of them for fantasy, and
I don't have any shares either.
That'd be terrible to watch.
I wouldn't touch them. Oh look, it's the ETN brothers.
I think that Ted McMillan is fun to watch here. Brian Thomas, obviously Travis Hunter is a really interesting story going into this game.
We made Hunter Renfrow an interesting story.
Yeah, somehow. Travis Hunter is not listed on Sleeper, so Anthony, you're not allowed to play him.
Huh.
That is crazy. Why isn't he listed on the wide receiver side?
It is decided that you're not allowed to play him. He is not a wide receiver on Sleeper's platform anymore, Anthony. Sorry about it.
Didn't they?
Sorry for your prediction, Brian.
The depth chart has that notification came out, right? Like 2 days ago or something, or yesterday, where Travis Hunter's listed as a wide receiver 2 or like a running, like a something like that. And then he's the backup cornerback, right? On the roster.
I don't know. I have not studied their roster because I don't care.
There was a notification that came out, like
I did not
talking about what they put him as.
Did not get that one
because the whole two-way player thing. It's like, oh, is he going to be Shohei? And it's like, not really, right?
No, not really.
He can't, right?
No,
like it's humanly impossible for him to play 100% of snaps in football. Or even like 80% of snaps in football.
Yeah, and I think I had predicted it in an earlier podcast where I don't think he is going to be as much as he's been like talked up to be, is because even if he did get close to that and he did play like 80% of the game, really to the maximum of what he wants to do, he's either going to get hurt really bad, or he's just gonna tire himself out and be really inefficient. And it's going to be very noticeable that it's not working.
If they do it correctly, though, in my opinion, you should not see him for more than 50% of the offensive snaps. I think you give him the full workload on both sides for one player, meaning that you make him work 50% on offense, 50% on defense, but you don't give him 100% snaps. You work him into the plays, you rotate him into the DBs because they need breaks all the time as well. You rotate him into 3 wide receivers sets, jet sweep sets, short slant route sets, end zone work, but you don't run him on first, second down. You don't put him out there on most run plays, on 11 personnel, so it's pick and choose your battles. And I think you can see Percy Harvin-esque returns from him.
I think that he's going to be on, to your point, I think that they're going to be one of those situations where they'll use him on cornerback, I think somewhat consistently, but it's always going to be like, instead of like a third down running back, he'll be a third down cornerback when they're third and long and they know they're probably going to throw it. Then they're going to give like, hey, here's a higher chance where he's going to get an opportunity to use his hands.
Right.
So that's when we're going to put him out on the field as a cornerback.
Exactly. But that could be really good for fantasy in an IDP league. So it'll be interesting to watch.
Especially an IDP league that just bumped up fucking interceptions.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
This being said, fucking Mr. Beast was just on TV. Fuck Mr. Beast.
Who cares?
It was like the NFL like had him like on TV. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, Brian, who you got?
I've got Jacksonville.
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
By 4+, huh?
By 4+. I think
Me too.
just with the amount of weapons they have, and I can see them pulling out of that game pretty well. Winning by a touchdown, maybe a touchdown plus some field goals. I think they have a pretty good secret weapon with Cam Little this year. I think they're just going to be able to kick the shit out of the ball from wherever they are in the field if it's not working out.
87 yards away.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be one of those things that starts to play almost like a Chris Boswell effect for the Jags. But yeah, I can see them winning this game.
All right. Next game is Vegas at New England. This is a 3.5-point spread, and New England is the one that has to cover the spread.
The disrespect, we're going to kill them.
I was going to say, I'll let you guys kind of talk about this.
We're going to fucking destroy them. That's all I have to say about that.
Yep.
2 touchdowns.
I think
we're going to beat them by 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I just think it's going to be, I think it's going to come down to the advantage of a Drake May is going to be better than Geno Smith in this matchup. And it is going to, I think the offense is going to move better. I think there's better weapons on the Patriots, ironically, because the best thing they have on Vegas right now is Bowers. And I know Ashton Genty is there, but
we got the weapon on our side.
Yeah.
You guys see that?
Oh, did someone actually get the nickname The Weapon?
Yes, Travion Henderson.
Oh, that's perfect.
So allegedly, there's a video. I did see the video, but allegedly, this girl who's very drunk said that her friend got a dick pic from a guy she hooked up with, and this guy went to Ohio State, and he now plays for the New England Patriots. And it was a weapon.
Okay.
Good for him.
So let me go ahead and change my
prediction. So now he's called the weapon.
Yeah.
I don't know how that helps you in football.
I don't think so.
It makes you more prone to injury, I think.
Yeah.
Anything.
But it boosts his confidence.
And testosterone.
When he dogs.
No, I think that if it's smaller, it boosts your confidence because you're overcompensating. Anyway, so you guys were the 23rd. You guys were ranked 23rd against the rush last year.
I think, yeah. So I was gonna say this for real though. I do really like Travion Henderson, but really though, I think people are sleeping on our defense. We had a lot of injuries last year, and I think Mike Vrabel is just gonna come in and completely return this defense over from where Gerard Mayo had it. So you're gonna see completely different teams. So you can't really look at last year and predict about that. That being said, Ashton Genty's going to get his. I'm not worried about Genty in a game, but I don't think you're going to be able to put up 20 plus points on the Patriots as the Raiders.
Yep.
I disagree. I picked the Raiders in this to cover, and I think that the combination of Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers and the fact that Jacoby Myers maybe has a little bit of a revenge narrative. And then there's the
3 seasons later.
Yeah, you don't know. And then
we've already played each other.
And then I just think that Geno Smith is enough of an upgrade at quarterback that it's their defense is solid enough against your offense that I think that it's going to be a good game. But I almost said Oakland. I picked Vegas to cover the spread here. I think that Vegas is going to be a team that people start to really take seriously.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for
9-8 at best.
Even if it doesn't go well for the Patriots, I want to see it be a good game. If they can come out of it like competing, if it comes down to a field goal to win the game, still pretty okay with that. My worst outcome for this.
Am I hearing hesitation with our New England Patriots?
I'm not.
Okay, good. Okay,
Afton Chisholm made the 53-man roster.
Fucking right, he did.
But realistically,
greatest athlete since Doug Flutie.
Yeah, he's the best. He's the next weapon, maybe. We'll get some college girls.
Could be the OG weapon.
But I just don't. The worst outcome is they come out and they look like absolute shit, and all of this expectation kind of goes out the window. But I don't think that's going to happen. It's going to be pretty hard for that to happen, I feel like, with what's assembled.
I believe in Drake May. Believe in Travion Henderson. Diggs is going to be healthy. Even Booty has stepped up.
Yep.
And
aforementioned seems a little bit more solidified.
Yep, I think Pop is an excellent slot guy. And the aforementioned Hunter Henry, I think, is due for some touchdowns this year. Brock Bowers will get his, though.
With no Gonzalez in, probably it's going to be a little bit of an extra.
Yeah, for sure.
He's going to be missing.
For sure. All right, we want to move on to the next one?
Sure. The next one is the Arizona Cardinals at the New Orleans Saints. The spread is 7.5, which the Cardinals have to cover. I know that it's not the section where I get to pick, but I picked the Cardinals here. I don't think that New Orleans has an offense to speak of. So
New Orleans doesn't have anything to speak of.
I think we're all going to be in pretty solid agreement here that New Orleans has nothing.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about other than pray for Chris Olave.
Yeah. The Saints win if Olave comes out without concussion.
Over is yes, under is no. Chris Olave is removed from this game.
I hope not. I'm going to say no because that makes me sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want him away from New Orleans.
Yeah.
But if you had to put money on it.
Probably over.
Right.
It's always over.
Fucked up.
Because eventually they're going to kill him. He'll hit that bet.
They're going to kill him, and it's so sad.
Yeah. On the other side, Marvin Harrison Jr., Trey McBride. Running backs will be interesting to watch between James Conner and Trey Benson. Still think it's Conner's job, but
this is an offense in general that just is like continues to just, for some reason, they're always been a little bit interesting, but like they just get more interesting. Like they're building back up to being an offense that you want a couple pieces of, I think.
Yep, for sure.
Okay. We'll move on, but we'll take a quick break here. First, we got to go feed the animals. Oh,
Brian, who did you pick there? Sorry.
Oh, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
just making sure.
Yeah.
I come out of that being like, Saints.
Like, actually, Saints. All right, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, thanks for letting us take a quick break. We are going to speed through some of the matchups here coming up because we realize that this is going a little longer than we intended. First episode, we're a little excited. We'll clean it up. So we'll keep going here. Greg, what's the next matchup?
Okay. Next game is the Jets are hosting the Steelers. And the spread is 3.5. The Jets are the ones that are given the points. So that means the Steelers have to cover the spread, just for clarification.
Okay, Greg, we went over this last season. Who is getting the points? Who is receiving the points?
The Jets
are receiving the points.
Yes.
Not giving. Not giving them. Because that's what it comes up on the audio. Giving. Are they giving?
Well, they're receiving the points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brian, who you got?
I've got the Jets.
Same.
I think it's gonna be realistically, Aaron Rodgers is gonna get hurt in the first play. We all know it. But I think for the Jets, it's gonna be a little bit of a Justin Fields show. That's what I'm banking on. I think he's gonna show out. That's what I'm hoping for. I feel like that's gonna be the X factor in that. The ability he has to rush and continue a play. Might not be good at throwing, but he is good at running. And I think that's going to be very helpful in this matchup. That's going to be a bit of a grunge match.
My brief input on this game is that this will be the only time you ever hear me say this. I want to see the New York Jets come out and just fucking smash this game. I want Aaron Rodgers to look at the offense he fucking had and realize he's dog shit.
Yep. Snooze fest. 0-0. Overtime. Tie.
Whoa.
That's what you're hoping for? Or that's what you think will happen?
That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm hoping for nothing to happen, for both teams to look like garbage, and for a tie. Because fuck the Jets.
So
fuck
who
Aaron
would
Rodgers.
win the spread in the tie?
The Jets.
The Jets.
Yeah, the Jets would, because they have to keep
Because
right.
Yeah.
They have to keep it within 3 points.
Okay. Well, let's see it. Can't wait.
Yeah. 0-0 tie.
Real quick, one more thing. DK Metcalf, is he going to get what he's projected points wise? 11.99 points this week. Is he going to hit him or no?
Yes.
Yeah. I think he's
Okay.
the only one to be thrown to.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Pat Fryermuth, Johnny Smith, but yeah, DK Metcalf.
All right. Next game is the New York Giants at the Washington Commanders. The New York Giants are the ones that are receiving the points with 5.5 of them. Yeah, who you got, Brian?
I've got the Giants in this one.
Whoa.
Yeah. I know, a little bit of a crazy pick.
Wacky.
I think the
would call it
Giants
pretty spicy.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy. Might be the spiciest one I've got. I think the Giants defense can help keep them in the game. And I think the offense, ironically enough, might just be able to make some stuff happen off the power of friendship. And I think it might catch Washington on their toes a little bit. I know there's a lot of hesitation a little bit about staying excited about Washington, but I think they can at least, I mean, the spread's, what is it, 5.5? I think they can
5.5, yeah.
win that.
If I were in a survivor pool this year, I would be picking Washington this week.
Yeah, that makes sense. The only player, I mean, this is one of those games that, like, for me, I think that Washington's going to walk all over him. I'm interested to see what Cam Scatabo looks like in the offense, what the balance is between him and Tracy, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, next game is Tennessee at Denver. The spread is 7.5, which Tennessee is receiving. This is a game, like I mentioned earlier, Tennessee's an offense. I'm interested to see what happens, but yeah, who you got, Brian?
I got Denver.
Me too.
I think they're going to win this pretty convincingly.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I think it's going to be an explosion of almost like every player on the offense for Denver, and the defense for them is going to shut it down. You know, we're going to see our pride and joy, RJ Harvey. I'm going to say he gets a touchdown. I'm betting it. I even danced around with betting 2 touchdowns for RJ Harvey just because, you know, pride and joy. But yeah, I think just the entire team of Denver is far better than anything Tennessee is going to be able to put out.
Does Tyler Lockett make an impact?
No.
Io Manor will be interesting to see.
Yeah, I think Alec is the one to watch.
Yep.
Okay.
The other thing that I'm really interested to see in this game is how Evan Ingram is folded into the offense. Because Evan Ingram was always like a PPR guy, right? But Bo Nix isn't a high passing volume kind of quarterback. So I'm interested to see where those targets go. I mean, kind of the run-pass balance that the offense has. Because I really need Evan Ingram to have a good season.
Yeah, and I think something we might have even like glossed over, Cam Ward's first game.
For sure.
That's going to be something to watch and monitor. And if he has a connection with Calvin Ridley, does he even look good? You know, I think that'll be a storyline. But what a tough first game to have here.
It's a nasty defense.
It's a nasty defense to
got defense to go up against, and you're in Denver on top of that.
I have picked Denver in almost every league that we have a team defense in, because they're starting against a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
In Denver.
Yeah.
If Cam Ward even does okay, I feel like that should
be impressive.
It would be
for sure.
impressive.
All right. Next game is San Francisco at Seattle. The spread is 2.5, and Seattle's the one receiving the points here.
Yeah. And this is a little spicy one for me because I don't even fully believe it, but I guess I could see it happening. I got Seahawks here, keeping it competitive.
Haha, I'm in danger.
Uh-oh.
If Christian McCaffrey doesn't play, Seattle's going to win this game.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's something I don't even really know if I fully recognized yet.
What are they going to do? Hand the ball to George Kittle and say, do something?
NFL has
healthy.
NFL has to look into this, right? 2 years in a row.
It's apparently a brand new injury separate from anything he suffered last year. He's been practicing all off season. I looked into it a little bit more after our conversation. Yeah, it's apparently like legit happened the other day. He said he felt something in his calf.
Yeah, it falling off.
Christian McCaffrey, am I right? Yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but I'm really curious to see which week Ken Walker gets hurt in and Zach Charbonnet takes over.
Ooh.
So
Week 1. Woo.
17.
Oh.
Nah.
Yeah, that's a game. It'll just be week 18.
Seahawks might surprisingly be like a really good team this year.
I think they maintain where they were last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it
Where were
really
they
depends on
last
just
year?
the
Like one of those that like they could have probably made the playoffs if a few things went in a couple different ways, but like middle of the road, I think.
Yeah. I think it depends as to how Sam Darnold fits. But yeah, I mean they got weapons.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, next game is Detroit at Green Bay. This is a pretty hyped up game, actually. This is a game I hope that we keep on the thing. I guess it's a later game.
So yeah. Horrible.
Yep. But this is a game that I think is going to be really good. The spread is 2.5, and that's Detroit is actually the one receiving the points
because they're in Green Bay. That's virtually saying it's a coin toss.
It's a wash. Yeah, it's a wash.
Which it really is. I mean, in that coin toss, I have Detroit winning it.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Or at least even keeping it, within a field goal. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most. I know down the line here we've got the Buffalo-Baltimore matchup, but this one is going to be probably like, I would hope it's going to be one of the best games.
It could either be really exciting or really fucking boring.
Right.
No,
I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to see. Is Green Bay going to meet this expectation that has gotten higher and higher? And are the Lions going to be able to keep up with the high expectations now that they've lost both coordinators and have had a little bit of a change up in there?
Well said. Obviously, running game is an interesting one here. On the Lions side, does Jahmyr Gibbs just take the lion's share? Or do they go back to a split now that David Montgomery is healthy again? They just handed the ball to Gibbs even when Montgomery came back in the playoffs. So if that continues, then, I mean, again, sorry, Dan, but David Montgomery is going to be borderline useless as just a goal line runner.
Yeah. Yeah, could be seeing the end of Montgomery's kind of usefulness, at least for fantasy.
Yeah, it depends on how they treat it, honestly.
It's also apparently supposed to be like beautiful in Green Bay, mostly sunny and 65. So should just be a great day for football.
It'll be interesting to watch if any receiver really stands out for Green Bay or if it's just going to be the Josh Jacobs show, which is what I'm leaning towards.
I think it's going to be Josh Jacobs, but in the passing game specifically, everyone's sleeping on Tucker Kraft.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Travis Kelce just got fucking Will Smith.
What?
Ooh.
Got slapped?
Punch.
It looked like it. I just looked over my phone real quick.
Huh?
I got ejected, though, so.
I don't know. He didn't spit on him.
Well, true. Maybe you should have.
Slap him. You can't spit on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're such a tortured poet. The next game is Houston at the Rams. The spread on this one is 3.5, and Houston is receiving the points.
Yeah.
So who you got?
I've got Houston in this one. I don't know about you guys. I'm very terrified of the Rams and Brokeback Stafford.
I'm not.
He's gay?
Maybe.
Back broke Stafford is what he meant.
Back broke Stafford. I don't know. It is very concerning, but also Houston just, everyone's there now. Everyone's healthy, minus Christian Kirk, who surprisingly got injured randomly the other day. I thought he was fine. Apparently he's not fine now, but he is still questionable, so he might play. And then Joe Mixon being gone. So I guess, yeah, actually, I was wrong in saying everyone's healthy. It's actually a little bad, but Nico Collins is healthy, which is arguably one of the most important pieces there.
Yeah, I was going to say, Houston's in trouble. They can't run the ball. Who's going to run? We're going to lean on Damian Pierce and Nick Chubbs and
Woody Marks.
rookies. Yeah, they can't run the ball, so they're going to be a one-dimensional team. So from a fantasy perspective, CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, fantastic 1-2 punch this season. But
What is Joe Mixon's injury? I'm sorry, I should know, but
what injury, if I'm not mistaken?
That sounds right.
And do we know, like,
Greg is
rough?
looking it up right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to
set up. I understand the concern with Matt Stafford, and obviously any one hit can tweak that back. But that's been the case the last 2 seasons. So, like, I don't know. I think it's just an old guy saying, I don't want to practice because my back hurts.
Sure. But the Houston defense is also really, really good.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's going to bring a lot of pressure to a guy that is going to be in so much pain from his back that he's not going to be able to run out of a pocket.
The problem is that you can't sell on the pass because you can't ignore Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
So if they're just rushing the shit out of Stafford to exploit that, they're just going to hand the ball to Kyron 30 times.
So Joe Mixon is a foot injury, and he's on the IR for the first 4 weeks.
Yeah,
so.
I thought it was a foot injury. They haven't confirmed what's wrong with him, though. They haven't confirmed anything like about the injury that I'm aware of.
It did happen this article says it did happen in the off season.
Yeah, so they didn't have to disclose exactly what it was. So yeah, we're all kind of in the dark, but the rumors have basically been that it's a Liz Frank and needs surgery. And so he's theoretically done for the season if that's the case. So then you're relying on a twice repaired knee Nick Chubb at 31 years old now.
He is there.
And all reports have come out that he doesn't look nearly as explosive.
Right.
How could
and
you?
a 3 yards of carry Damian Pierce, and that was behind a good offensive line, which Houston does not have.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, honestly, if I didn't have to make a pick, I would have rather gone that way. For this game. I guess I don't really have much faith too much in either one of these teams. I think the only faith I do have in is the Nico CJ Stroud connection.
Interesting. I think this is a Super Bowl dark horse.
Oh,
this is an injury question mark game, right?
Yeah. Because I guess the argument can be flipped as well. If Nico gets an injury in this, then it's like, okay, who are you throwing to now?
Yeah. Okay. Matt Stafford will make it through the whole game. I think that'll happen 100%. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't see Stafford as a huge injury risk for the season just because he's got a bad back. Again, he's had that bad back for the last several years, so I'm not more worried about it than any other previous season.
Fair. Yeah, and I mean, to your argument, they almost went pretty far in the playoffs last year, and the team hasn't changed too much.
You all you did was add Devontae Adams and give Kyron Williams a contract.
Yeah. Maybe they'll prove my worries wrong.
One last note before we move on. Good for fucking Matt Stafford for coming back from the Mr. Glass Shoulder title to apparently not having that injury tag attached to him anymore. Next game is Baltimore Buffalo, like Brian mentioned earlier. The spread on this one is 1.5. This is the closest to a coin flip as I think I've ever seen legitimately on this thing. And I assume that the reason it's even this close is simply because it's not deeper into fall or winter in Buffalo.
Yeah, and even though it's just a coin flip, I've got the Bills winning it, but it is genuinely a coin flip. I could see.
Oh, sorry. The Bills are the ones receiving the points, if I didn't specify that. 1.5.
The Ravens are getting the points or receiving the points.
No, the Ravens have to keep it within 1.
The Ravens are receiving 1 point.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. On that one, I said it backwards. So you're right. They do have to keep it within one. So the Ravens are receiving 1 point because they're the away team. You're right.
First pod. We got this.
First pod. I've been doing it that way the whole way. Like, we're good. I haven't fucked it up. I promise.
Yeah. You get the point. It's a coin.
There's a spread. It's fine.
It's fine.
You see it.
The
Pick
Bills
a
are going to
fucking team.
win. It's just going to be Josh Allen being cool as fuck. And I think James Cook is going to come out of this with, I'm going to say 2 touchdowns. I think it's a James Cook day.
I have Baltimore winning this one.
I have Baltimore winning this one.
I just think that Lamar Jackson wins against Josh Allen. I think that's just how it goes.
That Lamar Jackson is a better quarterback than Josh Allen is.
So you guys,
Josh Allen should
Lamar
win
is
the
gonna
MVP
be-
last
He also has
season.
a better team than Josh Allen does around him.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
Josh Allen shouldn't have won MVP last season.
agreed. I do agree with that.
Should've.
Joe Burrow should have.
Yeah. Well, too bad we're not on the committee. But you guys think Lamar is going to be the big decision or, the X factor in that? Or do you just think Baltimore overall is a better team?
Baltimore overall is a much better team than the Bills.
Yeah. That being said,
Josh
I do
Allen
think that.
has to do it himself.
True.
Yeah, I would say that being said, I think Lamar is always the X factor, right? Like
Yeah.
he's their entire offense. So
Yeah.
That's wild.
But to my point earlier, again, I think Mark Andrews is a bet for a touchdown every week. I don't think that it's impossible for him to finish this season with 10, 11 touchdowns on the season.
So you're saying
Because-
last year was an outlier?
No, I don't even think so. I think last year he had 11 touchdowns.
He
Oh,
did,
okay.
he did pick up after the atrocious start of the season. That's why
Yeah.
it's a little bit
He's-
of a manipulative relationship.
He finished fine. He started out as garbage, but then he had 9.5, 15.5, 20, 14.5, 4, 18, 4, 15, 18, 10, 13, 14, 15. He's a great tight end and he will score touchdowns. He is a great red zone threat. And that's the only person they have for the red zone is Mark Andrews. Zay Flowers is not a threat. Derrick Henry doesn't catch, so he's only going to get running opportunities, which they obviously will give him. But on any throwing plays that they give, he's the only option.
Lamar's
He's the
rushes
obvious option anyways.
take away more from passing opportunities than he does from rushing opportunities. So I think that would be my only counter argument back. Is that
I don't think
instead
so.
of him,
I think Lamar's rushes are designed.
I mean,
No,
at times they are, but to my memory, I feel like and it's almost one of the better things about him is that he very quickly can realize that the line is falling, and he is very good at getting out of that, breaking to the side, and getting either a first down or a touchdown. Which I feel like
you guys need to watch more Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson keeps his eyes down the field all the time. Only rushes when his second or third option has been completely eliminated. He will extend plays out of the pocket, but he almost always will still keep his eyes down the field looking to throw the ball. It's why he finished with over 40 touchdowns last year through the air.
what I'm saying is I think that Lamar rushing is something that happens as a result of a play breaking down more frequently than his design rushes taking away from Derrick Henry carrying the ball. Derrick Henry is going to get a full share as a full running back, and then Lamar's share is going to come from the receiving pass, the passing side of the offense. That's all.
I could also see them being definitely more in the line of like, we're at the red zone. Either give it to Henry or, they're going to set up some play and then it's going to crumble and then Lamar's going to run it in.
So, quick Google AI overview for what it's worth. 139 designed run plays for Lamar Jackson versus 49 scramble runs. They're all designed runs. Y'all need to watch Lamar. Lamar's the truth. I think Lamar's the best quarterback in the league, not Pat Mahomes.
I like Lamar.
I would say Lamar is up there.
Yeah, the best complete quarterback because pure passer, Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
Joe Burrow's the best quarterback in the league.
Pure passer, Joe Burrow. But complete package, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he might end up being the X factor on that one. Well, always, but for that matchup specifically. But then there's also Josh Allen, who you literally said he will just team himself.
Josh Allen's a beast and can absolutely win the game himself.
Which
Josh Allen has to.
Yeah. Well, like we were talking about. Well, and then I'm a big James Cook fan. That's just hey, that's me. I think he'll be involved. Almost to that argument of the fact that there's really no one else to involve.
Right.
So I think if it's not Josh Allen, it's going to be James Cook.
Yeah. And if we look at his brother, we've got another 2 years of dominance, 3 years of dominance from James Cook, and then he'll fall off a cliff.
Yep. Right off a cliff. Not even a gradual descent. Just off.
All right. Last one.
Last game is the Monday night game. It is Minnesota at Chicago. Chicago is receiving 1.5 here. Who you got, Brian?
I got the Vikings.
Me too.
In this one. Is it bad to say that other than obviously the two dynamite matchups with the Lions, Green Bay, Baltimore, Buffalo, this is the one I think I might be the most excited for? Oddly enough. I think it's going to be awesome to see JJ McCarthy finally kind of get a start here and see if he's going to be the real deal, see if he works in the system, what connection he has with Justin Jefferson, who I think it's Justin Jefferson, so he's going to succeed in this matchup either way. Jordan Mason, I think, will kind of just emerge. I don't think it's going to be a question with Aaron Jones.
Really? I think that's going to take a little. I think that's going to take a little bit into the season. Or an injury.
Sure. Just because I feel like what I saw watching Jordan Mason having to be involved in him last season because of having some stock in Christian McCaffrey, I think he will just be it'll be almost an undeniable thing for the coaching staff to continue to involve him. I feel like he's going to make the most out of his opportunities. But
I agree. I agree with you. I just think you're forgetting about Aaron Jones.
I don't think
he's a very good runner.
He is. I don't think he'll be forgotten. Ironically enough, there might even be a reality where Jordan Mason is the better runner and Aaron Jones ends up coming out of it with 2 touchdowns or something. Right, or even just a touchdown. He becomes the red zone guy. And I just think if Mason gets us there and then Jones finishes it.
Yeah, I just think that it's going to be more. I think you're right. I just think it's going to take a few weeks to get there. More because you want as much stability as possible around a rookie quarterback. So you don't want to run somebody that's new to the team, isn't a veteran in the league, and doesn't have a lot of experience in blocking schemes, especially with the Vikings. So give the most security to your rookie quarterback that you can, and then give the nod to the better, more talented player.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but I'll put Aaron Jones as a top 15 running back by the end of the year.
Interesting.
That might be a hot take.
I think that's a hot take.
I mean,
he didn't even do that last year.
But I don't know. You're just I'm just looking at a list real quick of just starting running backs, to be fair. But you've got all the big three, obviously, and fucking Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley, and Bijan Robinson. But then Josh Jacobs, Kyron Williams, Jonathan Taylor, I put all of them above Aaron Jones. Christian McCaffrey, I put above Aaron Jones as long as he's healthy. Bucky Irving, I put above Aaron Jones. So we're at 10 people.
Chase.
Derrick Henry, James Cook, I'll put above Aaron Jones. Chase Brown, sure. So we're at 13. But then you start to get into a Marion Hampton, James Conner, Chuba Hubbard, Ken Walker. You got Ashton Genty, who I believe will be in the top. He pushes them out. But then Ramon Stevenson, Alvin Kamara, Breece Hall, Brian Robinson, Tony Pollard, RJ Harvey, as you know what I mean? I think there's a space for Aaron Jones to finish top 15 as a running back this year, especially in an offense where if JJ McCarthy develops any sort of relationship with him, and like you said, he becomes a dump off comfort option for a quick pass or a screen or something, I think he finishes top 15.
All right, we're going to be loaded up with water bets. I'll give you top 20.
You know what I could agree with that, which even might be just a sad tale for Aaron Jones. I could even maybe see him at that spot, let's say like halfway or maybe 3/4 of the season, and then gets hurt.
That's true.
It'll be one of those things where it's like, yeah, he was top 15. Oh, and then he got hurt, and then that ended it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, when you start to list out all of the running backs, it does get a little stacked around that 15 spot, which is where I think I could maybe even say maybe like the top 20, like at 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, I don't think he finishes as RB2 this year.
It's just there's a lot of guys ahead of that I feel like I would be in a better spot that doesn't have as much competition. But hey, maybe you called your shot on Gesicki, so maybe this is your shot.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
30-year-old Aaron Jones. He's a top 15 wide receiver.
Greg.
I just think it's an offense that, like, I think that whatever injury concern is going to be not a big deal because, like we've all talked about, there's enough mouths to feed that he doesn't have to be relied upon. So
yeah. All right, that's it for the NFL matchups. We'll take a very quick break and be back with the fantasy matchups.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
What?
I have me winning because, guys, my team's still good. Just remember, I know everybody seems to think that, like,
I think it'd be worth it. It's a pretty good trade against the number one ranked team.
no, because you're gonna whoop my ass in Guardians. My intention in that league is to bomb. I'm putting everybody on my taxi spot so I don't score points. Like what?
As we said, we're gonna kind of go a little faster on these, but also if we
I'll give you the league that you don't care about right now.
fantasy matchups, we're gonna go in the order that Mark's screen was in. So we're gonna start with my matchup.
It'd be a fun story, and I would be there for it.
Who's gonna start 0-1 if he loves me?
It will be a fun story. So the next matchup is Ryan versus Anthony. Yes, it is.
Yes, but if
I'm just going by the doc.
We're in a fight.
No.
All right. So the next one's Ryan versus Anthony. I think we all can skip this one real quick because I assume we all assume Anthony's going to win. As I said, Anthony easy peasy.
Guardian doc. How about that?
All right.
Your
Next matchup is Bo versus
Your
Dan.
intentions aren't my
And
my intentions are my.
let's all we all pick Bo, but go Dan. As I wrote, sorry Dan, being baptized by fire, and also someone had to play Bo week 1. Unfortunately, it got to be you. I might send him.
Okay, but
No, it's not.
If Dan wins, I'll send Dan 10 of my fab bucks if he wins.
The app.
Just no ties. Just he can have.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the doc. I was looking at the website because I thought it would be the same. All right, let me look at the doc. All right. Yeah, Ryan versus Anthony.
yeah,
I was winking sexily again.
Easy. Come on, Ryan. You can do
Audible
it.
eyebrow moves. Next matchup is Brian versus Coulter. This is we're split on. I have Coulter.
Love Dan.
Even though I have him lower than Brian, I said that I think his luck turns around a bit this year.
Yeah, so Romo Dunze is projected for 868 points, so I don't know if I win that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I win that.
That's true. That's true. I would be terrified of that.
Because he
No, I
had
think I
Jalen
win.
Firm
I know I win.
and Zach Bond.
Hell yeah.
That's not allowed. That's not allowed. You're not allowed to do that. That's called collusion. Eyebrows raised.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brian's going to get this
Jake
one.
Ferguson should have had more points for him.
But Brian's going to pull it out.
All right. The next matchup is Adrian versus Matt. I picked Matt
That's
because
just
similar
a
to why I put Brian
projection.
over Matt,
It'll
I
be
think that I like
fine.
Matt's ceiling and big shots better here in this matchup.
You know you win. What I am interested to see is Coulter's starter decisions. So far, he already sat Dak, which ended up being a good decision, even though he looked great. But he's sitting currently Breece Hall, which is interesting. Sitting Tank Bigsby, which is interesting. Instead of he's got Jalen Warren starting right now, which I think is interesting. So my point being that he's got a couple decisions to make every week, so that'll be interesting to watch all year.
Isaiah Pacheco ain't helping.
I had picked Adrian just on the fact that I was thinking that the Chargers boys were gonna do some good for him. I think all around his team is in a little bit of a better spot just because Matt's got some question marks here with ETN, could realistically give him nothing. And then
I absolutely picked Adrian.
Reed
I think a big
is
portion of
stars
my
right now.
Adrian
Sure, Reed is
was Justin Herbert.
highly projected.
I do think Justin Herbert is going to be
major question
really
mark.
great
Just
this year.
with Bill
It's off to a
Crosby.
good start so far in the game.
And
I think
wide
Terry
receiver two,
McLaurin's
Rashad Davis.
continue
There's a lot of
and as I said, I would be picking Washington in that game pretty handedly. So I think he's going to eat. And
as we
then
talked about,
Bryce Young is going to have a great day.
Tech
This is the only
carry some of that
team.
load.
So I just think
But I just feel like
this particular matchup,
no, he does not.
it's going to be close. But I'm going
the
to
Bryce Young and Ted
Adrian
combo could, if it does work, could prove to give him a little bit of a boost there.
Nah, you're right.
So yeah, I've got Adrian. Top five.
Yeah, but he did just score a decent touchdown too. Jared Allen and Baker Mayfield, I think, I guess, Justin Herbert has 23 points right now, so it's working out, but Jared Allen and Baker Mayfield, I think.
Pretty doubtful.
Jared?
What? Am I looking at the wrong match? Oh, sorry. Josh Allen. I didn't even realize what I was saying. I'm sorry. Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield.
Now, Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. The defensive end is now a quarterback. He is a difference maker. Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield, I think, are enough of a difference, in my opinion, that I think that's the reason Matt.
Jared Allen. I was like,
that's what John scored.
Matt's two quarterbacks. Jared Allen.
He's number one right now.
Then I thought it was a bit, and I was like, do I not know about that bit? Was he called Jared?
I was like, wait, am I looking at the wrong league?
Oh my gosh, love it.
Yeah, me. All right. Last matchup, Rob versus Corey. I have Corey winning, but that was before last night, and AJ Brown getting 1 point doesn't make me super confident in my decision.
Who is Jared Allen?
Last night's game, I did have Corey, and I'm not too happy about it now. But I mean, as of right now, the projection is still pretty 50-50. But even with that 50-50, One-Eye Harris is
Jared Allen
1.5 points right now. So tough. That might be probably. I'll throw my prediction out now. Might be the lowest score total of the week. Just it does not look.
I literally was like, I don't know who Jared Allen is. And then you said it again, and I was like, Matt has Josh Allen.
Well, now that you know.
I was about to say the One-Eye Harris is being countered by Nick Chubb, one leg Chubb,
and
they both combined
J.K. Dobbins.
Same.
Okay.
The rookie. Oh, that's the weapon.
No, the rookie. The
Yeah, I
rookie is fucking Cam Ward.
Yeah, I think I'm
No,
gonna change my
shut him
pick
down.
on the fly and pick Rob.
Yeah, you're right.
Corey's gonna win.
No,
All right, so Corey's gonna win.
close, but because of the Najee Harris game that's going on right now, I don't think his team can outproduce the. Oh, he's playing
Hashtag
Chubb.
fuck
Never mind. I'm gonna pick
sellers.
Corey.
Hashtag
Never
fuck
mind. I'm
sellers.
sticking with Corey. Nick Chubb. Never mind. I'm sticking with Corey.
Bo was sneaking
You don't
up
want
there
another
though.
championship,
Hashtag beat Bo.
I
Yeah,
do
you're
think
right.
JK. I think JK can do something early on. What do you mean? Okay.
Some
He's
rings
gotta
are
beat
tacky
out a
anyway,
rookie. It's
so-
not hard to do in the NFL.
I think I've
My
already done
rookie
one.
is Travion.
Okay. So, to be fair, I think you'll force us to whether we want to or not. But I mean, you'll send us enough that we'll just accept a trade and be like, "Fuck, I didn't mean to trade with Mark."
And
Corey's gonna win.
one, the guy I don't want to move. You're like, no, I don't want to move.
All right.
Or
I just want to go through a couple things here
no,
before we
maybe.
sign off. Couple
Maybe-
rules to go.
Now
over.
maybe I do.
Number one. What is it, boys? Hashtag fuck sellers. Rule number two. Yeah, because you might do it. I'm not going to guarantee it because it's always hashtag fuck sellers.
See, this
Okay,
might
rule
be
number
the time
3.
where I
Must trade
actually have a
for
realistic
this
chance
season.
of becoming one. So I don't know.
Let it be known.
In the league, yeah. I could have a better chance of doing that than the actual thing, you know?
I can't force you to do anything.
I mean,
You don't.
clearly not
don't.
when you look at the league.
You don't make the shots unless you take them.
Ever? Yeah, it doesn't happen.
There's always a price.
Mark just said we're not in a competitive league.
Okay, for real though, Rob, I'm looking at you.
Cheating.
Can we just all agree to
I think
pay
we need to do an
to make Bo
investigation.
pay a
into Bo.
billionaire tax? No more billionaires in this
Bogate.
league. If he wants to trade with you, make that motherfucker pay a tax. Tariff that
God.
motherfucker. A 50% tariff on boat trades.
It's a documentary.
A billionaire? You're gonna win 4 in a row? I don't know.
Love you, Dan.
You can buy some penny stocks and one of them could hit. That's more
I
like
guess. I mean, Anthony spoke so highly of you, so.
That's all you got.
No, penny stocks have done this many times before.
Yeah.
This has happened.
I mean,
once in the
he
history
did.
of
Dan's got
penny
I
a
guess.
Yeah, in competitive leagues, this doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah. Fuck those funds.
Sorry.
Put them in your pocket.
We are a competitive league. Yeah, he's sacrificing goats. We saw
Bo.
it. He
Bye.
gave us evidence. He claims it's the same goat, but that's bullshit. Yeah. You know that movie Him that's coming out? It's about Bo. Yeah. Making a deal with him. Yeah, documentary series. All right. That's all for this week. Sorry we ran a little bit long, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening. Really looking forward to this season. Hopefully you guys are too. Again, welcome to Dan. Love you, Dan. That's it? That's all you got? No follow-up? Just he spoke so highly of you, so I guess I'll listen to him. Yeah, Dan's got to prove it to Greg. Sorry, Dan. He saw them crab cakes he made, and he was like, fuck that guy. All right. Remember, kids, your country wants you to hashtag beat Bo. Bye.